MOB remix. Oh shit. The illest from the illest.
It's recording.
All right. Well, welcome everybody once again to the This Right podcast. I'm not going to go over intros tonight. I think everybody here is well known enough. We are going to say welcome back to producer Zach, though. No echoes. Zordon has left the building.
Zordon no longer with us.
That's right. No more fatalities.
Add it if you want.
No. Can you?
Finish him.
Just at the beginning. If you bring more fatality.
Zordon? Oh, Raiden? Oh, yeah. No, Raiden will definitely. We'll get a fight going.
Yeah, tear it up.
Yeah, we can get it going. All right, shout out to the sponsors. Twin Peaks, always serving up good food, good views. Enjoy yourself, cold beer, warm food. iRullDesigns, helping us out with getting designs and logo and stuff ready. It looks amazing. Still loving it. And JustKeyPants.com, Professor Brandon.
6-month guarantee, always free shipping.
Every stitch included.
Every stitch.
All right. And of course, Third Coast Grappling, always helping us out. And speaking of them, if you haven't been seeing the posts coming up on our Facebook page and their Facebook page and probably all over Facebook, there's a huge event coming up in June with a stacked card. So keep following, keep waiting for all these good fight announcements that are coming up.
Yeah, it's like not just main event, co-main event, like all of it's the whole thing is like a main event.
Everything's a main event.
Fuck, it's an incredible card. Hopefully, I will be able to get on that card.
Hope so. As a ref.
Well, there's a couple talks with me and a potential another potential black belt. I can't say anything yet because it's not confirmed, but I may be fighting on that card. I really hope it goes through.
Yeah, that'd be exciting.
I'll have more info. It's somebody that has been in the game for a long time, and I would really, really love to fight.
Don't say it. Some of us who know are kind of excited, and I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to get too excited to say something dumb.
No spoilers.
Me too.
No spoilers.
It would be a very exciting time.
Hey, so another cool thing about the Third Coast Grappling. Shout out to my awesome wife, who is now the doctor for Third Coast Grappling.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, she's emergency medicine. She's a physician, and so I was talking to Ryan offline last night, and we were visiting about it. And he was like, "Dude, we need to have a physician on site because there could potentially be a catastrophic bone break, or a person put to sleep, or a cut, or something like that." Yeah, I mean, all these sorts of things, right? And so I was like, well, I know a doctor. I'm pretty sure she'd be willing to do it. And he's like, oh, yeah, who? And I was like, this broad I married a couple of weeks ago. She's fantastic. And so I hit her up, and she said, yeah, I'm game. I have a license. I can do it. I'm going to do it. She's really excited about it. So she's like, do I have to stitch anybody up? And I said, hopefully. No, I don't think so. They'll probably go to the hospital or something. And she goes, oh, man. And I was like, dude, doctors are weird.
She's a trooper.
You want to stitch somebody's face up or something. So anyway, that was exciting. Way to go.
Well, that leads us into our final sponsor.
Doctors.
Our final sponsor, Saloon Door Brewing, and now apparently Saloon Door Medical Care.
Yeah, absolutely. Saloon Door Urgent Care. Come on by for all of your urgent care needs. And we serve alcohol in the waiting room.
Some beer on your wounds. Yeah. Anesthesia.
You're like the best trifecta. You'll give legal advice, medical fixes, and you can get people drunk.
When we very first opened, a gimmick that I would run is that if you came and bought a pint of beer, you got 5 free minutes of legal advice from a defense law partner. Yeah, I did this all day Sunday, and people would come in.
How did you get that?
They come in and they buy a pint of beer and they get 5 free minutes of legal advice. They sit down, I give them 5 minutes.
You should still do that.
Yeah, it's terrific. I'm thinking about bringing it back.
You should 100% bring that.
It has to be more than one pint, though.
You buy a pint and you get 5 minutes.
Well,
I buy 4 pints, you get 20 minutes.
That's great.
Yeah.
I bet you heard some like really weird stuff.
No, mostly normal stuff. Yeah. Hey, anyway, so yeah, a couple more things about Saloon Door. Let me just take up some of your valuable time talking about my business. So we're really excited. We have the anniversary party coming up on the 26th, 27th, and 28th. We're releasing a bunch of new beers. It's going to be a great time. It's our 3rd anniversary. This is a huge milestone in the history of the business. We are absolutely thrilled to have made it this far in the journey, and we have cans coming out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Should be a rad time. The other thing is that unfortunately we have canceled on the 20th the Acai Bowl event. I took down the event on the Facebook page. We had a supplier issue. We're going to look to reschedule at some point in the future. So anybody that was feeling really excited about the Acai event, still come out, still come party on the 20th and then again on the 26th. But we're not going to be having the Acai Bowls. Just hit the pause button
How
on
come?
that.
Why not?
We had a supplier issue. It was just an issue with, the stuff is sourced and, there's, potentially some unreliable vendors and this sort of thing.
Slash and burn farming in the Amazon.
Yeah. So, it's a bummer, right? We were super disappointed, but I talked with crew about it and it's like, it's better to do this and to hit the pause button than to have an issue where maybe, something undesirable happens and, there's a problem. So, it's going to be just fine. We're going to get it scheduled for another time in the near future, but I
kind of feel like someone's gonna die or something.
Yeah.
No, but
Well, not now. Obviously not now.
No, I don't think so.
No, but right now in the meantime, Saloon Door has like a great selection of beer. They have about 4 different porters on tap right now.
Hey.
They have a caramel porter, pecan porter. They have a great selection here at Saloon Door. If you haven't stopped by for a beer, they will find something that you love.
Hey, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
That's terrific.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Professor.
So, what do you guys want to get into, man? I mean, do y'all want to start off or something, or just go? Because we got some what's in the box stuff. But we just had another amazing pizza come in from Dan's Pizza. Hashtag complimentary shout out.
That's a potential sponsor.
Man, we're trying so hard. We figure if we order enough pizzas, like on a punch card, it's like buy 10 get a sponsorship free.
Oh yeah, hopefully that
Man, I'm telling you. So we got to at least make it to episode 15.
I'm down to shoot over to Dan's.
I mean, we could do
chop it
that.
up.
Man, I
Chop
mean,
it up.
let's just buy some pizzas, donate them to homeless people and stuff, man. I mean, it would be like double charity work. Helping us help them.
So something kind of crazy happened today before we get into what's in the box.
Oh.
So Notre Dame burned to the ground.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
The cathedral at Notre Dame, it was the foundation was laid in the 1100s.
It burned down all the way?
About 60%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was under major construction renovations, and they think that it was something related to that. I think at the current time, they don't think that it was terrorism or anything.
Sabotage.
It was like they think it was an industrial accident. But so part of the spire ceiling was made of lead. And the beams were made of wood. And so the wood got superheated and it turned the lead like neon red.
Damn.
Molten.
It was super metal. Like, it was awesome looking. And you're like, oh man, I wish this place wasn't burning to the ground. But if you go look at the pictures, it's so awesome looking. It's just like this huge, look like an Ozzy Osbourne album cover. So anyway, go check out the photos because they're super rad.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
That's it.
That's history dying right there.
That was pretty crazy.
That's nuts.
Did anybody catch the UFC this past weekend?
I caught the YouTube highlights.
So this is the first one I've watched in, I don't know, maybe a year. I really fell off of watching pay-per-views, but I got invited to go watch it. And the co-main event and the main event were insane. They just beat the shit out of each other.
Were there
for
any
5
submissions?
rounds. No, it went.
Then who
It went
cares?
for decision. Clearly not you.
No, I heard that the Max Holloway Dustin Poirier fight was really good, right?
Was really
Yeah.
Poirier won, huh?
yeah. It was
Decision?
It was clearly. I felt it was clearly Dustin Poirier's fight. Right, Max Holloway hung in there. He had his moments, but it seemed like Dustin kind of took over the fight.
And then it was Kevin Gastelum versus who?
I think that was
Kevin Gastelum versus
Israel.
the guy that fought
Israel.
the guy that fought Anderson Silva. That was a good fight too.
So Gastelum.
Gastelum closed that distance on him.
For a small guy, man, his shots are really powerful. They're really fast. But man, he just couldn't use his wrestling, and he just started getting tagged late in the match. Right?
Man, but he was tagging Adesanya a lot.
But
He was closing the distance on him. Adesanya was not comfortable at all. He didn't get into that groove where he gets into where he's just rattling off on people. He was getting fucked
Well,
up.
Gastelum made a big mistake. He went for he had Israel like shook, right? Like he could have put him out, and he goes for the takedown. So he had tried 2 takedowns
Yes.
before that.
Yeah.
Couldn't
That's
get
what
him.
I heard, right?
He
Yeah.
couldn't get him down.
He could have finished him.
He could have finished him,
He
and
was
then
right
out of
there.
nowhere he shot right on the cage, and
Yeah.
I think I was like, no.
Yeah, he hits him twice, and then
the
he
guy
goes for a
recovered, right?
takedown. Yeah, he recovered, and then the next round fucked up Gastelum. You know, so it's like,
Yeah, he had him rung there for a while, but he let Adesanya kind of catch his breath a little bit.
That sucks, man.
It was a good card, though.
Can we talk about that a little bit? Like, you know, I want Professor Brandon's
just did.
advice. I want Professor Brandon's advice to this. Not with our mouthful.
I like how you asked the question, didn't let us answer and say no.
There's
Continue.
there's a little there's always a game plan that people have in their heads for a little bit, right? But at some point, sometimes that goes out the window,
Yeah.
and people still try to stick to it. Like, at what point do you think you should abandon the game plan?
Well, I mean, that's a fine line. You know, me and Professor Draculino have this conversation all the time, you know, about, like, this is a really simple example I think everyone can understand. If someone is passing your guard, okay, when do you, like, turtle and attempt to recover your guard, like by inverting or something, and possibly give up 4 points, or let them pass and give up 3 points? You know, so that's like a, when do you do which one? I don't know. So the answer to the question is, when do you change strategies, is when the other one is not working. However, you have to have the experience to know when it's really not working, or when you're just having to put in like extra work, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, I mean, you learn that by a lot of times you can set a goal to do, you know, maybe one submission in the class where you're not going to do anything else except an arm block or something. So you have to kind of really ram it down people's throat. And if you do that on a regular basis, you're going to understand the difference between resistance or real defense. So as a fighter or a competitor or whatever, you have to understand the difference between resistance and a real defense. When somebody is resisting, you keep doing what you're doing and you pound it through. When somebody is really defending, then you have to change focus.
So I guess what Professor Allen was saying Kevin Gastelum should have done was not gone for the takedown, which you would assume was the game plan.
well,
yeah.
his plan initially from the beginning was he was striking with Israel, right? So
He was doing good too.
But hang on, Israel's a striker.
he is,
Kevin is a wrestler.
yes,
So
correct.
that makes sense then.
But Kevin was dominating the striking game, and he had knocked down Israel 2 or 3 times. So, and then this last one,
But that could, you know what? Like, that could have been completely out of their plan.
it was early. It was early, right?
So like they made out, that could have really surprised Gastelum that he did that.
Yeah.
So in a fight, this is something that I think should go to the corner, right? This is something where you should be just trusting your coach, right? Your coach should be able to tell you, like, hey,
Yeah, 100%.
you need to persist on your strategy, or hey, we need to change game plans. You know, so this is where the coach needs to have a cool, level-minded, objective.
I mean, late
head.
in the match,
That's
he
true.
wanted to wrestle more, but at this point, he had passed that line of.
It was like third round, right?
No, well, he was.
It was like one of the later rounds. Well, when this exchange happened, where he like should have kept hitting him, and he went for the. It was the fourth.
It was the fourth. So in the fourth, he started going for takedowns, but at this point, you know, like in jiu-jitsu, you're trying to pass, and you keep trying to pass when you know you shouldn't pass, right? You need to take a second and take a breather, right? And it's like you're talking.
I don't know what that
it's
means.
Like you're talking about.
I don't know what that means.
It's like Professor Brandon was saying, like, sometimes my defense, I'm going to let him pass because my side control defense is way better than my turtle because I already know this person has a good attack from the back, right? So I let him pass, and the chances of me reversing are higher, right? Higher, even though I'm tired, than keeping defending at 100% and then gassing myself out.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, I mean, one of the marks of like a truly, I would say, like an expert level anything, whether you're an MMA fighter or a jiu-jitsu competitor or whatever, tennis player, doesn't matter, is like technique selection. You know, selecting the proper technique for the proper situation, knowing when to break your rhythm as well. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, you know, Bruce Lee talked about this. You want to create a rhythm for the sole purpose of breaking that rhythm so you can catch your opponent off guard. So in a situation with this fight, you know, maybe he was just so hung up on that particular strategy of take him down, and that's easy to understand if he's a grappler. You know what I mean? It's easy to understand how he could think that at some point Israel was kind of luring him in. Maybe he just had that in his mind, like, man, he's faking, which people have done in the past. And he was just so committed to that. He overcommitted and, he missed an opportunity.
Well, you can kind of see the match shifting in momentum, right? You can see Israel just rising up and getting into a groove. And it's basically like in jiu-jitsu, you're passing someone's guard, you feel him getting tired. You slow it down, right? You make the guy relax who's recovering, and then you just apply the pressure because he's just barely hanging on, right? So you apply the pressure, make him breathe fast, and then that's it. And so I kind of feel like that's what happened.
Another thing, though, is when it comes to passing the guard in jiu-jitsu, I was told to never really let off the gas pedal, right? Like, never step back to take a breather. I agree with what you're saying, Professor Allen, but with the guard passing, I feel like that specific situation, there is a benefit. I'm not saying that it's wrong to actually step back and take a breather. That's not wrong at all. But I think there is no penalty to keeping the pressure on.
So the guy passing, not breather, what I mean is you're doing a change-up, right? You're changing velocity, you're changing speed. So when you pass left and he's blocking, what do? You switch and you change right? Same thing. If I'm going 5 miles per hour, what do? I go 8. Well, I may go down, right? I mean,
I think what happened in the fight, what Coach Ricky's talking about as well, is you want to maintain the advantage or initiative. You know what I mean? I know Coach Ricky prefers that term because it's more of a D&D term. He feels more comfortable with that. So you want to
has the book right here.
Yeah, you want to maintain initiative. You want to, if you get a step ahead of somebody in any situation, you want to maintain that at all times. So, and what he was talking about passing the guard, if you get ahead of somebody passing the guard, you don't want to back up and allow them to kind of re-enter the game, so to speak, right? You want to keep them on the outside the entire time until you pass. And I think that's what happened with this fight, too. But I kind of let Israel back in the game.
Yeah, I think that's what Kevin did. But instead of passing the guard, he was punching.
Stand up and stuff. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
He was striking effectively. And whenever he went for the takedown, that's him settling back in the guard.
Yeah,
that's him kind of settling back in the guard.
I'm sure the guy can knock me out, but he may have that may have been a result of him being maybe a little bit less comfortable on his feet than he could be at the.
He was like, I'm landing more than I'm used to.
Yeah,
this is weird. Let me take him down.
Exactly.
And we say it now, but being at the moment, being with all the pressure,
hindsight's 20/20 always.
We're saying this because it's easy to say it from here, right? So I understand what he did, right? What do we got?
You want to bust out that beer?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Is everybody ready for a drink?
Well, we could either bust out the beer.
No, we're saving Coach Ricky.
Okay, so let's bust out the beer.
So we're I'm not saying we're trying a new format tonight, but we have a couple of segments we want to start integrating. We if you guys have been listening to us from the beginning, we like talking about defense against mythological creatures, different different matchups and stuff. How would you take things into consideration? And being that Coach Ricky here is a level, can we say 37? Does that sound good?
There's no level 30.
He's a 9th degree summoner, and
he has the red and white belt in summoning.
This dude rolls nothing but 20s. He's Mr. Steal. He's like Mr. Steal Your Girl after 2 rolls. So it's good. Like it works out great. But we are going to integrate a segment with him a little bit later that we'll get into. But right now,
does that ever come up in the quest, like trying to steal somebody's girl?
Yes.
And then you have to you have to roll to steal that girl.
Yes,
a princess.
absolutely.
Is it
stealing a princess?
Is that a charisma thing or like a?
Yeah, that's a charisma.
Is it? Yeah.
And then if you steal their girl, like now they're angry and they're not fighting with a clear head, and then
it's like your prize.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, you could also try to convince the person whose girl you stole, to chill.
You should be like, hey, hold up, or I'm gonna take it out on your girl. That's pretty fucked up, dude. You're holding.
They
some
also
dude's
have
girls
like
hostage?
an endurance roll you have to make, like when things get physical with the girl, like in a romantic way.
Oh, okay.
To see how long it lasts.
I've only
it's like a physical.
I've only ever rolled 1s and 20s.
Yeah, well,
that's it.
Is this
There's
for real?
In between.
Oh yeah.
Is this for real? Is this a Mass Effect?
This is 9 dudes rolling dice to see how long they can copulate with a woman.
Like this. Jesus, man. Like, so I have 2 comments on that. One, how do I get an invite to your you don't want an roll a fuck? Because I kind of want to get into that. And 2, can we record that? Because that sounds amazing. I feel like we should get into that.
It's less amazing than you think.
Look,
I don't know if I've told
let me
this.
set my own standards.
I don't think I have. I've told this to Coach Ricky for sure, but I don't think I've told this on the podcast before. I had a friend of mine in Brazil. He met a nice young Brazilian woman and convinced her to have sexual relations with him in the bathroom of the bar that they had met at.
Sexual Congress.
Yes, sexual congress.
Mm-hmm.
So they proceed to the restroom
Mm-hmm.
and they have sex. And,
Right.
my friend is there with his friends, right? And, it was a bit quicker than he would have
Little
liked.
fast.
A bit quicker than he would have liked,
He
right?
rolled a 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Very low roll.
Yeah.
So after they were done, the girl was like, all right, let's leave. And he goes, no. Let's wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Right? And the girl was like, what are you talking about?
We're
Like,
hanging
let's
out
get
to
out of
this
this gross bathroom.
Filthy.
And he goes, yeah, but like that was too fast. Like let's just wait like 3 or 4 minutes just so like my friends like they think he was like longer.
Yeah.
I think that's a great story.
No, I
It's
mean, it's hilarious.
And the girl stormed out. She didn't stay.
Yeah.
That's great. That's even
So
better.
he was the truth was shown through.
No, you just walk out and you're like, I got her off too fast.
Yeah, there you go. I couldn't.
Bless you, Ricky.
finished
Yeah.
ahead of
Yeah. And she left. She's cold. And then they're like,
I
that's
did
not
what I
true.
had
And
to
you're
do,
like, you
yeah.
don't know. You weren't there. And they're like, well, we choose to believe a different situation. I'm like, that's fine. That's not based on any evidence, though. That's faith. You're going on faith.
that was your 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of,
that's cool
legal
that you
advice.
have faith like against your homie. That's fine if you want to be that way. I thought we were friends.
wrong team.
not
right there.
anymore.
This is how you play this. Yeah.
Man.
Alrighty. So,
All right. So yeah, we are.
I'm back in here.
So here we are. Now that we got Berto back, we were gonna, like I said, we had a couple segments
So-
for the Rivas brothers here, and we're gonna move into. We haven't figured out a name for it. We're gonna let Berto come up with that, but it's basically beers with Berto.
Pretty
Is it
much.
kinda what- you like that?
I'm okay
Sounds
with
like
that.
there's a name
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, beers with Berto.
So-
I throw shit.
You can
against
give one.
walls,
You
see
can
what
give one of
sticks.
these to our dear producer Zach.
Zach.
What about Berto brings the beer?
Berto brings the beer. Triple B.
Berto brings
The Triple B segment.
Berto brings the brews.
Go Harry
I
Potter.
thought it was Berto's bitches and beer.
Berto's pizza. My dog is a male.
So,
Actually.
Professor
so-
Berto, what do we got here?
So this is actually a very difficult beer to find because it just sells out very quickly.
And it's a
from
one-off, right?
Yeah, it's from Martin House. It's a one-off. It's called lemon icebox pie. So from the research I did, a lemon icebox pie is kind of very similar to a key lime pie, kind of
Nice.
like an offshoot of it. And this is a lemon sour with graham crackers and lactose added to it. And
There's not any crackers in here. I don't see anything floating around.
I'm a cracker.
They filter out.
they filter out.
So it's not really in there.
Guys, give it a try. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think.
Delicioso.
It's a little tough initially. but
It's tart.
Oh
good.
my
But
god.
it tastes good.
That's really good.
If anybody out
It's
there knows how to
refreshing.
make lemon icebox pie, we will happily take one so we can compare.
Yeah, we'll take a pie sponsor.
For like 6 hours, but it tastes
Yeah.
good.
It tastes good.
I like it. I
Oh
enjoy it.
yeah.
It's a key lemon
It's
pie.
okay.
Yeah. I
No,
mean,
that's
it's no
good.
Miller Lite, but it's pretty good.
How's it taste with Dan's Pizza over there, Professor? It's washed down nice.
It does.
Yeah.
The salt and the sweet go together well.
I think I can.
So this
Well, hold up. What's the ABV content on that, Professor Berto?
this is a 5.4, I believe. So it's not very heavy. That's slightly heavier than a Budweiser.
So
for those of us that don't
Professor
have a
Allen could
reference.
Professor Allen could have
Oh
3
yeah,
or 4.
he could have one.
Yeah, this tastes just like whatever the heck it's called, or I just took a whiz in the back. That's what it tastes
It's
like.
got to,
Man.
You know what I mean?
I think it tastes good. I like it. So you think Bear Grylls would like it? Then,
Yes,
huh?
it's
got that urine
No, it's
flavor.
pretty good.
like a Stiegel, like a not a Shandy. What's the other one?
No.
a Radler.
Radler.
It's like a
Okay,
Radler.
What's it? What's that? What's a Radler?
Hey,
Oh,
do-
okay.
do-
Hang on. Hold up
Soda
one
beer?
second. Now,
Soda beer. All right.
there was a brief conversation before the podcast started. Now, when I mentioned Shandy, Professor Berto said I was gay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you mention a Radler, which is the exact same thing, he's very happy. Oh yeah, definitely, sure.
Because a rattler is like a
It's
snake,
the same thing.
but it's like a snake, so it's much cooler. Saying Shandy, you sound gay.
He's not saying Rattler.
I can't be gay. I'm married to a woman. It's official.
Yeah, there's
It's
never been
recognized by God. and
There's never
everything.
been any
that could be a
cover-ups like
marriage
that
of
ever.
convenience. Exactly.
There's
This can be.
dude. That's for free medical treatment, isn't it? You
Having
can say
a
yeah.
wife
I mean,
is not
Look,
fact. That
I'm
you're
not gonna
gay.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that that's not a perk. That she she's an awesome doctor.
And she gets
I'm like, I don't feel good, and she's like, here's 9 drugs.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's terrific.
And
I
she's
feel
like,
better.
fuck, I got legal troubles.
Exactly.
You're like, I
she
got
can
you,
give
girl.
you those drugs to suppress your homosexuality.
I'm like,
Well, by the way,
are there homosexuality suppression drugs? If so,
if there are,
man.
your wife, the doctor,
yeah,
can find them.
She's dosing me in my meatloaf.
I know you go to church too, so you're probably getting, like the
In the
anti-gay-
wafer.
Yeah,
in the communion
exactly.
wafer. I'm glad they do that.
They're
frankly.
talking you out of it,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
giving you medicine.
Listen, it's terrific, right? It's like pray the gay away, you know? It's just the best. It's the best thing. in
Dude,
the
speaking
whole
of,
world.
did you guys, you youngins might not be old enough for this, but Professor Brandon, Austin, Allen, did you guys ever watch that kind of documentary thing, Jesus Camp, back in the day? Holy Jesus!
I did not.
No pun intended.
I have no
Explain
idea
it?
what you're talking
Man,
about.
so I don't want to get too crazy into
Jesus
it.
so-
So
there?
I distinctly remember the lady saying
Someone
that
thinks so.
the reason that that Islam is doing so well is that Christians are no longer willing to martyr themselves, and so their goal was to raise a generation of Christian martyrs that are willing to like blow themselves up.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching this documentary, and I'm like, man, lady,
Dude,
you
it
have
was-
never read a single word that Jesus Christ
Think
said.
about it.
Yeah, it was
Even
bad.
though, you can be Christian, whatever. Is anyone really doing well? I mean, if you think about it, the whole
I'm doing
world-
great.
That's all
I'm
relative.
doing great.
I mean,
It's
I'm
all
rocking
relative.
and rolling.
What I'm saying is,
We're talking about doing well. I mean, I'm living the dream over
I
here, Professor
feel
Allen.
great.
I'm hey,
You know? How could you complain? You got
I
Dan's
feel-
Pizza,
I feel
you got
terrific.
good beer,
yeah.
you got that
I go to
badass
church
denim jacket.
and I like it,
that
you know,
lady was
and
talking
it's helped me
It
a
can be a
lot.
very positive
She's
place.
Yeah, it's really helped me a lot. I was doing a bunch of degenerate shit, and now I do less of it. So
Wait,
in that
Jesus
way,
Camp or church?
church,
Oh, yeah,
regular
yeah.
church, yeah.
Not
And
Jesus
if you
Camp.
do it, you can always go and say,
There's still a lot of
Yeah.
people in the church doing degenerate shit though, so that doesn't stop you from doing it.
100%.
"Oh, but that's the whole trick. You go back and you say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the trick.
I'll be
Hey,
there Sunday."
listen, no kidding. That's absolutely
Apology
part of it.
accepted.
Yeah, that's 100% part of it.
Look, I'll be there Sunday.
Let me finish this. I'll show up on time.
God damn.
Professor Berto is playing with a knife like a young child.
Yeah,
It's pretty hefty.
that is true. I don't know.
It was
Berto.
probably him playing with a lighter that burnt down Notre Dame.
It is.
Hey,
Look at the
it's
flame.
so good.
Berto, you haven't been to Notre Dame anytime recently playing with lighters or anything, have you?
We just said that.
Who said that? Oh, you did? Man, my bad. I was over here looking
Professor
at your
Brandon's
pizza.
storming out of here.
I know. He's like, fuck, I need more pizza. Pizza. All right. Well,
What'd you think of the beer, Ollie?
I like it. It was good. I have to admit, I cheated a bit. I went to the Regal Beagle yesterday, and Channing hooked me up with a little bit of a.
Nice.
It was really good.
Yeah,
It was
so like
good.
I said, I wasn't
fresh.
able to find it in cans. However, Nobi Public House did have it on tap.
Absolutely.
And I was able to purchase a crowler of it. So that's how I was able to secure it for the podcast.
Excellent. That is why it's Berto brings brews, or Berto brings beers, right? Beers, brews, brews.
Something. Starts with a B.
I just wanted to make a new name because I like naming stuff.
You should do
I
it.
wanted my name to catch on.
No, you should. Well,
Also,
That's all.
Professor.
shout out to Channing, right? Shout out to
Channing
Channing.
Tatum?
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, let's shout out to him because
No,
you know
him
what?
too.
I think he gets a bad rap.
He's great.
You know
He's
what?
great.
Everybody talks shit about him.
What's a charming
he,
taint
he
man?
did a great job in
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street.
Terrific.
Great movie.
And
Great movie.
the wrestling movie.
Yeah.
Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher.
Yeah.
And you know what? He was pretty good in Hateful Eight, which I didn't think was a great movie, but he
Yeah.
did a good job. Coach Ricky.
Hateful Eight was long.
He's part of U.S. wrestling team.
yeah, there, and he's a wrestler. Come
Man,
on.
Hateful Eight with that fucking accent. That shit cracked me up. He had like a Mexican accent.
And he was good in this movie called Lucky Logan, which is actually pretty funny.
What's
and
that about?
It's about a bank robbery. It's got the Adam Driver, the new Darth Vader guy in there. Kylo Ren.
That's his name, Adam Driver.
and
I
the-
saw
and the new
Yeah, his
what?
name.
I saw one thing that said that Adam Driver looks like somebody tried to draw Keanu Reeves from memory.
Yeah,
That's what it said. That's what he looks like. Like
That's
somebody
a-
tried to create Keanu Reeves from memory.
dude,
Came out with
that
Adam
is
Driver.
accurate.
It's probably the best description
It
ever.
is.
Yeah, that's good.
Such an accurate description,
That's
especially
smart.
when you're looking at the pictures of both of them.
That's pretty fucking smart, man.
It was amazing. It was great.
So
I spent too much
so
time on Instagram.
Before I realized that, what's his name? Not Donald Glover. Yeah, Donald Glover. Yeah,
Childish Gambino.
and before I realized they're the same person,
You didn't know they were the same
I
person?
fell for the same meme that everyone else fell
They
for.
look alike.
Where they're saying they look alike, and I was like, God, dog, they do look alike. And then finally, like a year after that meeting, somebody says, "Yeah, they're the same person, you idiot." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that."
It's all right. You admitting that though,
a great
it
meme.
kind of corrects it. It was a good one.
Well, so whenever a new student signs up at the gym,
You know why it was a great meme, Oliver?
What was that?
Because it was original. Somebody didn't steal it.
so whenever a new student signs up at the
What
gym,
meme are we talking about?
The meme that he stole.
Ricky talks, we gotta talk over.
No. Continue, Ricky.
Come on, Coach.
It was an Al Bundy meme.
so whenever a new student signs up at the gym, sometimes they think my brother and I are the same person because
What?
either
You gotta
they
play
will
that
meet-
up.
They will meet me first or my brother first while one of us is busy doing something else, and then we'll like switch. I mean, this is how a lot of our hours work. I was thinking about this today. Like we're both with the little kids, but then afterwards I do office hours, and then he does office hours.
It's the old
And
switcheroo,
sometimes
huh?
I have to jump on the mat, and then afterwards he jumps on the mat, and I do office hours. So it's we switch a lot, and I can see how someone can think we're the
Especially
same
when
person
the days where we're both wearing glasses and we're both like kind of like we haven't shaved
in the
in
same
a while.
color gi.
Oh,
Hold
dude.
up, you guys
Yeah,
aren't the
y'all,
same
y'all need to
person.
play it up.
We are
Y'all need
not
to just,
currently.
y'all need to go into that full
Professor Allen
commitment.
seeing
You know?
quadruple.
I was gonna say, he's like, shit, I'm seeing double over here, man.
Nah, dude.
Full commitment.
I feel like an asshole sometimes because somebody will come up to me and they'll say, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I don't know this person.
You're like, "Hey,
so I'll
champ."
just say like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'll walk off. But it kind of feels like they expected me to
Professor,
have
come
a
on.
conversation.
Professor
with
Draculino
them.
has trained us well. All you gotta say is, "Hey, champ, what's going on?"
No.
Shit.
But they
Come
look
on.
at you. You don't experience this. They look at you like they know you already. Like they've had conversations with
What do
you.
you mean? I don't experience that.
Because you don't have somebody that looks just like you meeting people that then
Oh,
run into
I
you.
see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so like it's like they've already had a personal
That's not
relationship
true.
with you.
Like Brad Pitt fans come up to me and like, "Hey, Brad," I'm like, I don't want to like, mess up their day.
They're
So
like, I didn't know your head was so small.
I just go along with it. I'm like, yeah, that's me, and take a picture with them and I put them on their way.
I thought we
So
said you were.
that
I thought we
happens
said you
to
were
me.
Leo. You're Leo, aren't
Yeah,
you?
that happens too.
Oh, yeah,
That
you look
happens
like
too.
Leo.
like
you
a
know?
retarded Leo,
People come in and be
We
like,
made the
"Oh,
joke
man,
about Gilbert
wow,
Grape,
Leonardo
yes.
DiCaprio," and it's like, okay, yeah, hey,
like a Leo with a chromosome.
I'll take the picture. I'll sign. I'll sign the autograph.
There's an extra chromosome here or there.
What's he Gilbert Grape?
No, that's good. That's all right.
I will not apologize for being handsome.
You should never apologize for being you.
What you got in the box?
All right, what's in the box, guys?
What's in the box?
What is in the box? All right, this is an easy one, but it's a good question, but I'm kind of upset about it because I feel like a few of us are going to have the same answer. So these were simple ones, but I kind of like it because I feel like it's going to tell a lot about us. First one's super simple. What's your favorite TV show? We'll go around the horn. I want to actually, we're going to start.
TV show. Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it simple. You can say your favorite TV show, give a little brief. This is why I like it, and then you can move the fuck on. So, sound good? Who wants to go first?
I say Coach Ricky goes first. Coach Ricky?
Coach Ricky, what's your favorite show, Coach Ricky?
The Office.
The Office, British or American?
American. I haven't seen the British version. Like
Culture
I
yourself,
want
motherfucker. It's amazing.
to. But the American version of The Office is hilarious.
That is a good show.
It will never get old because those situations are always going to be
Dude,
cringy.
Awkwardness
cringe
is always
humor is
funny.
amusing. Cringe humor is amusing. All right,
If you don't like awkward humor, wake the fuck up.
absolutely. What
That
about you,
shit's
Austin?
funny.
I want to hear what Austin has to say. What's your favorite show, buddy?
Man, so there's this old British sitcom that takes place in a department store called Are You Being Served?
My
Yes,
mom, no
yes,
joke,
yes.
loves
Are
that
you
show.
being
That is a
100%. My
hilarious.
mom's favorite show of all time.
So there was a time in my life, kids, I'm really sorry. Listen,
What do you like, Benny Hinn too?
Benny Hill?
Benny Hill.
No,
Benny Hill, yeah.
no, these are totally different. One is like an intellectual comedy. So there
Either
was
one of those is intellectual comedy.
Are You Being Served is extremely intellectual. It's very dry.
It is,
I
yeah.
love
yeah.
that.
It's
So
very
there was
dry.
a time in my life where on Saturday night I would enjoy, let's say, going
Libations.
going to outer space with my friends,
Okay.
and also drinking a couple of cold cocktails. And I would watch ACL and I would watch SNL, and in between ACL and SNL, they would show 2 episodes of Are You Being Served? And I was like, I guess I'll watch this weird English shit. And it's
Yeah, fuck those guys.
it's the funniest show I've ever seen in my whole life. It's so consistently weird and hilarious. And I mean, I think that my state of mind also contributed a bit. Are You Being Served is all-time favorite hilarious TV show, followed by Fawlty Towers, followed by LO. I love the early 80s English sitcoms.
Jesus, man. Like, Are we related?
Hey,
My people here.
probably.
That's what I'm talking about. We should
Bunch
go
of
have.
English
We should go have some
weirdos.
blood pudding and some fucking
Hello.
fish and chips.
Haggis.
The Madonna with some big boobies.
Yeah, there you go. What about you, Zach? You're over here being paparazzi and stuff. Take a break. Tell us what your favorite TV show is.
Well, I'd have to go with the generic answer of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
That's not generic. That's a fucking badass show, man.
Yeah, but that's everybody's favorite show.
No,
Not mine.
Not
It's a
mine.
great show.
Well, we all know Professor
Brandon.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
God damn it. Yeah,
Oh, that's one of them.
that's well.
It's a great show.
We'll see how that goes. What?
Yeah, Breaking Bad is just.
That's a great show. That's a great show.
Sopranos.
Good.
You know, it's
good
funny. A
call.
lot of these
Sopranos.
shows, you can relate to the person, right? I mean, you can kind of see where humor, because you get your humor as a child from certain things.
Yeah, no, I bought meth from Zach twice. It was good.
I got the green stuff, not the.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, you got to keep your colors coded. That's good. Who have we? Alan, Professor Alan? Have you said your favorite show?
My,
What is it?
my favorite show
It's Miami Vice, man. That's how that style comes in, right?
Miami Vice when I was a kid, but for sure I like Martin. We were talking about Martin.
Oh,
And the reason I like Martin is because you got all these characters, right?
they are characters.
The characters, and I still watch it every couple months, like 4 or 5 months. I'll put Martin bloopers, or you got Shanae, you got all these.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one of it, right?
I like that Kung Fu guy that he
The
does.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
always gets beat
Dragonfly
up.
Jones.
He always gets beat up by his student who he owes money for his electric bill, right?
Yeah.
So that's that guy.
The green belt. He's a green belt.
He's a green
Is
belt.
the guy.
The security guard, and then you had Jerome.
Yeah.
What was Tommy's job?
Man, we don't know.
We don't
Nobody
know.
knows.
Nobody
He
fight.
was a drug.
Dude, he had to be. He was an importer exporter.
Either he was that.
He imported some drugs and exported them to the streets.
He was a drug dealer, or he worked in home care. Like he was helping it.
Yeah, no, I could see that. He may have been a life coach. He seems like he had his shit together. He was clean cut.
No.
I don't
He
know.
was a straight edge, like,
Holistic healer?
everyone there.
No.
Like
I know he lied.
militant vegan.
Was he the
I
bald
know
one?
he wore a lot of
Yeah.
like
He was the bald one, right?
vests and sweaters and stuff, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people wore vests back in the day.
And
You get
there's a
one.
few shows, but Saved by the Bell.
No, that's
You
good.
can't go bad with.
This is Zack
Saved by
Attack,
the
bro. This is Zack Attack. What about you, Professor Berto?
So I like watching cartoons. Something about that never broke for me as a kid. I still watch a bunch of cartoons. And
Like Baki the Grappler? Was
Like-
that good?
like-
Was
like-
episode 1 good?
I still
Yeah,
haven't
continue.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Asshole.
I'll give you the DVD back eventually.
You've had it for 8 years.
Yeah, so
8 fucking
I'll
years.
watch it eventually. But the TV show that I would say is one of my favorites is Futurama.
Mm.
Futurama,
Great
like,
show.
Futurama got shit on a lot, and it got canceled a few times. Comedy Central picked it up after Fox canceled it, and then after Comedy Central canceled it, I think they did a couple of movies that turned into like 4-episode minis kind of stuff.
Split it up.
I enjoyed all of it, man. I think Futurama is really underrated. I feel anybody that likes Rick and Morty nowadays, another great show, should go back and watch Futurama. Like, it doesn't have the same kind of feel to it, but it's like outer space, quirky, funkiness. If you like The Simpsons, if you grew up watching The Simpsons, give
Well,
Futurama
I mean,
a
they're
try.
all cartoons, right? How different
They're
can they
made by
be?
the same person.
Yeah, Matt Groening, right? So,
They look alike too, right?
all right, you, Professor Brandon.
Well, as we stated,
Don't say because that's mine too.
Remember that show
We're-
V from the '80s? You probably don't.
that was great. That was a miniseries, though.
That was pretty badass.
You know,
Tales from the Dark Side.
Now,
Remember
just so
that?
I mean, as long as we're on the subject of V, I mean, Mark Singer as an actor in general, he was the Beastmaster as well.
He was Beastmaster.
Very good, right? Now,
Master of Ferrets.
not 2. Beastmaster 1 was legit. It's a serious movie.
We don't talk about
Tales from the
Beastmaster
Dark
2.
Side.
Yeah, I was never super into Tales from the Dark Side or Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt was bad with one.
Yeah, I mean, I like Black Mirror, the new one, but
Okay.
Did y'all watch
But-
that in black and white?
as far as they were
Was that in
in
black and white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as
they
the favorite
were.
shows,
figured.
it would be It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Seinfeld, and News Radio. And I'll say this about Seinfeld: everyone's going to try to tell you that Kramer, he's the best character.
No.
Wrong. George is the best character.
George is bad,
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
if you first start watching the series, I get how you're going to be attracted to Kramer. He's kind of over the top. He's kind of crazy. He is funny. He's a great part of the show. But George is a much more
Costanza.
deep. Yeah, George Costanza.
Can't stand you.
Much stronger
Yeah.
character.
Like that jab you don't see that hits.
Man, it's,
you know-
it's like in Friends. Everyone loves Chandler. Wrong. Joey's the best character.
Man, I love the episode where it was about the voice message on Seinfeld, where it was like George left the song, but yeah, believe it or not,
Yeah,
George
Real
isn't
American
at
Hero,
home.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Real American
You
Hero.
know, George was based off of Larry David. Larry David wrote
Yeah, the
himself.
Curb Your
I didn't know
Enthusiasm,
that.
Larry David.
Yeah. So George Costanza was supposed to be the Larry David character.
Really?
So
That makes
you
sense
watch
though.
The Curb Your Enthusiasm.
You see it.
Very similar.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
personalities Between
That was a good show too. I never watched much of it, but I mean, I liked it when I saw
it's
it.
like an extreme.
It took me a while to get
Larry
into it.
David, but just always being in that awkward situation where he has to be right.
Yeah.
And that just creates an even more awkward situation because he
Yeah.
is.
It's definite cringe comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
I'll add this
crazy.
too. That's as an adult. As a kid, I would have to say some more obscure things like obviously
you
like
like-
MacGyver.
Oh,
I mean MacGyver, Saved by the
We actually had
Bell,
a comment on
Knight
Facebook,
Rider,
and Airwolf. were-
Airwolf. One of the
Airwolf
best
was
theme
good.
songs of
Hold
any
on.
80s show ever.
You know Baywatch.
Yeah, I was never into Baywatch.
Baywatch
You're
is
going-
super
you're going-
generic
Hold on,
though.
Yeah,
you're see, but you're a preteen.
But I
You're
watched.
your
I
teen.
saw that shit,
you're a
bro.
teen.
That
No,
shit
okay.
was
I mean,
whack.
I like looking at like chicks on the beach as much as the next guy, but as far as like a quality TV
I know,
show,
yeah.
it's garbage. You know?
What happened?
like
You know
the
that guy-
the drama on that show was bullshit.
Which one? Hobie
Yeah, he does jujitsu.
and drugs probably.
He used to do a lot. I don't know what happened. But who does he train with? He trains with I know he's out in LA or some bullshit. He was a brown belt.
There was this old show called Misfits of Science that was pretty good too. Like kids with superpowers, kind of like X-Men but generic.
Huh.
It was
Yeah, I
good.
don't know.
Y'all remember?
no.
Y'all remember that Quantum Leap?
Oh,
Hell yeah, Scott Bakula.
Hell yeah.
Scott Bakula in the house.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a Dracula the whole
No.
time. Excellent episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Ricky, I cut you off, man.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no, no.
He
So
was going to talk about Xena.
no, there was this like knockoff Power Rangers show when I was little.
VR Troopers?
No,
Okay.
not VR Troopers. Instead of like regular humans that would be Power Rangers, they were Beetles. And
I don't know. If
This is like,
This PBS.
you're
you know
like,
what's-
this is
do you
like
know what's
2000. When is this?
do you know what's sad, Ricky?
I don't know.
Beatles?
No, I
You know
I
what's
remember the
sad? I'll
show's
tell you what's
name.
sad.
It was PBS.
Hang on. All beetles have wings under their shell.
Uh-huh.
Many of them choose not to use them. I don't get that.
That's baller.
I don't get it.
That's so
But that's a
baller.
real thing.
And they're one of
Yeah.
the strongest bugs.
Well, they call it insects, Professor Allen. Not bugs, okay?
So the show is called Beetleborgs.
Ants for what?
Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Well,
actually sounds
all
familiar.
insects are generally pretty fucking strong.
Yeah.
So the show's called Beetleborgs. It like I thought about this for years, and then one day Professor Isai told me like, "Oh, you're thinking of Beetleborgs," and I was like, "Yes, that's totally the show." These little beetles would just walk around and talk with each other,
Yeah.
and there'd be a threat.
Doesn't sound very realistic.
You liked it?
Yeah, I mean, I was like 5 when I watched it.
What language are they speaking?
English?
How did the beetle learn English?
You know it was translated. It wasn't
Rosetta
they didn't
Stone.
make it in English.
No, it was like
It was the TGMT ooze that got spilled on it or whatever.
it was like a Homeward Bound.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
They were speaking English like in Homeward Bound. How the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but a dog and a cat have a tongue. A beetle doesn't have a tongue.
No, you know what amuses me? How he's like, you know what? Let me
saying-
make this realistic. So let me reference a movie where the dog and the cat speak
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
So you have
Milo and
Yeah, but that
realistic
makes
reference.
sense. Like a
No, it
dog,
doesn't.
Yeah, it does. I mean, a dog has a tongue. A cat has. They can create sounds.
Yeah, I've heard
different
dogs
things.
talk before
A beetle
on YouTube.
I mean, as
They're
far
like,
as
I love you. Whoa.
yeah, exactly,
awesome,
exactly,
yeah.
because they have a tongue and
Yeah.
like a beetle doesn't have any sort of.
I heard
Well,
Teen
yeah, but you
Wolf
can't
talk.
prove that beetles can't talk to each other.
Sure, I can.
Click, click, click.
I can. I'll prove it right now.
Right now, pull out a beetle.
Beetles are fucking stupid.
Coach Ricky, Google it. All right, we'll finish up. Well, my favorite TV show is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I think Dennis is an amazing.
British version?
Yeah, the British version. It's Always Sunny in Bristol. It's Always Sunny in East
It's
London.
not.
Yeah,
we
no,
were
absolutely
talking
not.
about today about going out on a boat and how, when you're out on the boat,
Not the implication.
the implication.
Yeah.
The implication.
You're not going to say no
So,
because of the
Dennis, are we
implication.
going to hurt these women?
No,
Like,
no, of course
look,
not. But
no,
the implication.
But the implication.
Look, when you say that though, I feel like they should be worried. Yeah.
They should.
No, it's a great tools. They're my tools. I like
Well,
to
I mean,
bind. I like to be
So
bound.
I think most people will say that Charlie is the best character on the
Absolutely
show.
not. Dennis.
It's actually Mac.
No, it's Dennis. Dennis.
Mac's the most in-depth character, man.
Dennis. Mac comes with layers. So the end of the last season, I believe it was, when Mac did his interpretive
there.
dance in prison for his father to show that he was coming out and the struggles that he had as a gay man hiding as a straight man. was one of the best shows on television, or one of the best episodes.
Well,
on television.
one of the
It was
best episodes
very good.
is Mac is a serial killer. That
No.
one's really good too, where he's just banging the tranny.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
That's a good one. I still my favorite is still was it Dayman Cometh?
Yeah.
Or Nightman Cometh.
Nightman
The
Cometh.
Nightman
The
Cometh.
Nightman
Yeah.
Cometh.
When Charlie did his play that definitely didn't have a mark, and then he ended up proposing to the
They
waitress.
actually took that on the road and did
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
performances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm upset I missed that. It's beautiful. My wife's listening to this. She's gonna fucking cringe right now.
Master of Karate.
Yeah.
And
And friendship for everyone. Yeah. Day man. I still like that because Danny DeVito asked when there was a troll in the play. Danny DeVito was like, "Who's gonna play the troll?" He goes, "You are." He goes, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
You know, and you know what the troll's name was? Antonio. That was fucked up.
Yeah, that's a good name, I think.
For a troll, I mean, yeah, especially if you're trying to maintain that boy soul.
There was an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Danny DeVito's character has some like poison in the fridge, but it's all hidden. Like
No, he puts
that's,
it's a mayonnaise.
Is it the mayonnaise or the raccoon meat? The human meat.
No, that's different. Different episode. He puts the
Human
poison in the mayonnaise jar, and then he puts mayonnaise in the poison jar.
Whoa,
It
where
confused me.
where did you
No, I
come
thought
from?
There was three different. There was.
I think
three
it was just
different-
two. I think.
No, because there was a poison jar, and he was like, "Yeah, there's mayonnaise in that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, what's in the mayonnaise jar?"
Poison.
And he's like, "No, I think he was like pickles."
That was a
And he's
Charlie
like,
thing,
"Well,
wasn't it?
what's in the
Something
pickle
Charlie
jar?"
thing.
He's like, "Poison."
Well, another one of the great episodes is just like I don't know if it's called Frank's Day or it's like a day in the
Being
life
Frank.
of Frank.
Being Frank, yeah.
that one's really good too.
It's all first person POV of Frank. That is, that's a good one.
It's very good.
You know which else one I liked? It was the Life of Cricket. I think it was the Cricket episode they
That
did.
was okay.
I thought it was Cricket.
I like the character Cricket. He's
Cricket's
good.
You guys,
amazing. He's
listen, I
changed so
think
much.
this is super interesting because I
Uh-oh.
love this show.
Uh-oh.
But there's
But, yeah, that is
potentially
true.
some people who've never seen this show right now.
Well, watch it.
And
We don't want to spoil it.
Please,
Yeah.
please stop talking about this fucking
Watch
show
it.
I've never
Yeah.
seen.
Watch the show.
Watch
Anyway,
the show.
I'm trying to be cool, you know. I'm just like,
thank you for the beer, Austin.
Interrupting
Um,
our conversation is not very cool.
Anyway, so to recap season 1 through 13, we'll move on to that. All right. Well,
Spoiler alert.
right. So we all got to talk about our favorite TV show, right?
I think so.
Excellent. Yeah. good.
everybody.
All right. Well, next for what's
Oh,
in
what
the-
about Kids Incorporated? Want to go back to the 80s?
that was good.
What's about that?
Kids Incorporated.
That's good too.
That
God,
was
dog.
great. Yeah. That was some Canadian
the Ben Stiller
Canadian
show?
improv.
Remember Nick at Snick?
Snick.
I was
Saturday
never big
Night
on
Nick, man.
Nickelodeon, man. I was never big on that.
Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Are you afraid of the dark? Yeah. I used to watch that.
Friday, Friday night.
Pete and Pete was good. That was like the only.
It was like dark.
Yeah, I like Pete and Pete.
How about Salute Your Shorts?
No.
No.
And neither was Hey Dude. It was
Camp
garbage.
Anawana.
What? Remember one?
Hey, but Hey Dude had Ben Stiller's wife in that, right? Christine Taylor? Yeah, she was up in that. That was kind of where she got her break.
They start digging at the beach.
We're old, Berto.
Y'all are so fucking.
Go watch your fucking cartoons.
Erie, Indiana was good too.
Yeah.
Erie,
That one
Indiana
was good too. I kind of get those confused. Yeah.
Is this all colored or is this black and white?
Shut up.
We don't look,
Fucking
Professor
old
Berto.
ass.
Come with some new
motherfuckers.
jokes, man.
We don't see
No.
fucking color.
Come with some new
All
jokes.
right,
Stop
so
bringing up old shit.
listen.
How about that?
Good shit.
Listen.
Talk about cartoons on here. Shit.
You just bring.
We're talking about a real cartoon. You want to talk about
Talking
real?
about
That's not a
Nickelodeon.
cartoon, son.
We're just talking about.
You want to talk about good cartoons? We'll talk about
Hey,
G.I.
yeah.
Joe. We'll talk about
How
Transformers.
you feel about that SpongeBob?
Let's talk about Recess.
Talk about Thundercats.
Brave Star. Do you remember Brave Star?
No.
You don't remember Brave Star?
No.
He was the sheriff. He had the
I was
horse.
too busy watching Thundercats.
Oh my bad. G.I. Joe.
Shit.
G.I. Joe was pretty good.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man.
Ninja Turtles when that first came out. That was good. Yeah.
Dude, that was shit that I
Dino
was watching.
Riders.
He-Man was good.
Ghostbusters cartoon.
Hey, what was the
No.
Yeah,
show?
no.
So what was
I
the
thought
show
it
that
was
came
good,
out?
The original one.
There was a show that came out because after Ninja Turtles came out, you had all these like copycat shows where it was some kind of animal, but they were like kind of like
The
looked
shark
like human.
one?
The shark one. What was the shark
I
one
don't know what it's called, but I remember it.
Hey Ricky, why don't you get? Oh,
Because it was like Ninja Turtles, then it was that Dino one, and then there was that shark.
Oh,
the-
yeah,
it was
I
like
remember the dinosaur one.
there was a dinosaur one,
They were all, yeah, I can't remember.
and then there was one where they were all
I'm
sharks.
gonna do Ricky's
Like
back.
they were all different types
Right.
of sharks. Like there was a
Yeah.
hammerhead.
Yeah. He was the coolest, obviously.
I mean, he's pretty cool.
Are y'all talking about Animorphs?
No, we're not.
no, we're not. Thank you though, as a good contribution.
Have y'all seen
for coming
Pitbull
back.
Animorph?
Like the music video, Pitbull.
No, like Pitbull, the artist, turning into
a real pit
A
bull.
real pit bull.
No,
anymore.
nothing's ever gonna beat Snoop Dogg turning into a Doberman. That was fucking amazing because it was
The dog fan.
at the end of I can't remember. Yeah,
No, gin and
that was
juice.
it. No, it wasn't. It was what's my motherfucking name? Snoop. No,
Don't
what, that
rap.
one, right?
Don't rap.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't.
I just wanted to
Street Sharks. Street Sharks.
That's right.
Holy shit.
Which brings
That's
up
how you know-
some other ones. Darkwing Duck.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I remember Darkwing
Oh shit,
Duck.
Tailspin.
Tailspin
DuckTales
was
is
good.
legit.
Original DuckTales was good.
Dude, watch DuckTales. I watched that as an adult.
Planet.
Do you remember
I'm down with
when-
Captain Planet.
Do you remember when Sega Genesis
Jesus.
came out?
Altered Beast.
Altered Beast.
Hell yeah.
That's still one of my favorite games.
Altered Beast, son. That
That's
shit was
still one of my
crazy.
favorite ones.
And then you wanted to keep getting bigger, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what to play.
Yeah. So,
Y'all remember Speed Racer?
yeah, the original one. Yeah,
Yes.
the original one. Yeah, no,
It's
that
all
was
right.
good.
I would watch it.
I remember when that used to come on MTV back in the day. Like at night, it would be like Speed Racer,
That's
Beavis and
an old
Butthead.
school anime. Speed Racer's an anime.
We talk about.
Yes.
We talk about
Toxic Crusaders.
MTV.
Yeah.
We talk about Aeon
Beavis
Flux.
and
What about the Toxic Avenger?
Toxic Avenger.
We're gonna have to deal with
fucking
that. Hey.
Beavis and Butthead, dude. Oh man,
I love it.
the most subversive cartoon in history. Fucking
was so
Beavis
good.
and Butthead. And it came back in like the 90s or
So
in the
good.
2000s.
They had a movie.
But it came back after that. They did one season to like talk about Sarah Palin and shit. It was so funny.
nuts.
Oh my god,
The video
dude.
games, I remember.
Yeah,
Beavis
bro.
and Butthead Do
Oh my
America.
God.
They had movies and shit.
My
That was good.
my
They had a video
favorite
game?
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Really?
yeah, man.
Video games.
Every action movie back then came out with some kind of video game.
Yeah, it is true. I remember there was like wasn't there an Airwolf video game at some point where you just
Yeah.
flew the fuck? Yeah, you flew the helicopter.
Probably. It's
Anyway,
badass.
so Berto,
Back to the Future.
Sega is a video game console that had 3 buttons.
Shut
So
up.
yeah,
I owned the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo.
that is
so
awesome because neither of those are Segas.
yeah, good
Hang on,
cartoons.
hang
They
on.
came out before Sega's.
I think you know what
Prior to Sega's.
It's true.
they really shouldn't call the Super Nintendo because how do you think it makes the regular Nintendo feel?
Inferior, I would
You
hope
know?
so.
I mean, it's just not.
You know what's weird though is
I can
that
see how it could happen in the 90s, but this is 2019, okay?
That was
So let's just say Nintendo and then the other Nintendo. Say that.
man, the original Nintendo took a larger cartridge though.
Let's just say
Know what I'm saying?
the first Nintendo,
It
and then
could
we'll
take
say the
more.
other Nintendo because here at Fist
We're
Right
not trying to hurt
Podcast,
feelings.
we're
But-
not trying to hurt people's feelings.
but
And
should-
say
what are we
Super
gonna-
Nintendo. How does the regular Nintendo feel?
Let's say old Nintendo.
What
How
do we?
about that?
But what do we
no,
call the
because
Nintendo
he's gonna
64?
feel old.
All right, Masters Nintendo.
We could just say
Masters Nintendo.
we could just say the first Nintendo,
First
and then
Nintendo,
you could say the other Nintendo.
Nintendo
box.
second generation.
The box.
You could say that. I'm just trying to let's.
You know what I
Let's
want
be
to talk about?
positive
How
here.
did they go from Super to 64? How is 64
It
better than
aged.
Super?
It got old.
64
It was
bit.
64-bit.
So this is the thing. When you were into Nintendo, Super Nintendo was 8.
Hey, we're
64
just saying first Nintendo and then the other Nintendo.
Wait, what are
And then
bytes,
they had to
bits,
promote- they had to
Yeah.
promote
kilobits?
the
NES was 8-bit.
8-bit.
And then Super was 16 or 32. It went to 32,
No,
right?
So Super Nintendo was 16.
Whoa, hey, we're not saying
Yeah. and then
other Nintendo.
I'm saying Super Nintendo.
the Virtual Boy.
Virtual. That thing was
Virtual
horrible.
Boy.
Horrible.
Oh,
That-
what? The tennis was amazing.
Dude,
oh my god.
That thing was so
Best
fucking
tennis
clunky,
game
and
ever.
that gave me a
What is
headache
that
after
saying?
5
The best
minutes.
tennis game ever?
No,
What does that even
no,
mean?
It was really good.
Wii tennis is pretty
well,
good.
I mean that
dude.
you're talking about different millennia, dude.
But you're
That-
talking about
that was
green-
the 1900s.
You're talking
man.
about green wire fucking virtual reality.
Dude,
That shit
Virtual
gave me
Boy
a
was so
headache.
bomb, but it was 32-bit, and then N64
Talking
came
about
out,
Nintendo buying a Commando.
and then Dreamcast came out, and then now
Dude, Quake Wars
Have you,
constant.
have you guys played like any of the new Zelda games? It's
Wind
open
Waker
world,
or whatever.
Yeah, it's open
Yeah.
world. It's like the most amazing graphics ever.
That's pretty sweet.
It's
a fun
better.
game.
It's better graphics than Akira. And
You know what
can
had
play
amazing
them.
graphics?
Oh my god!
Game Boy.
Rygar.
Yeah,
Wait,
I mean
Game Boy
Bo
Color
Jackson
or
baseball and
original?
football.
No, the
Rygar was great. That
original.
was one of my
The
favorites.
original.
Nah, you gotta have the Game Boy Color, bro.
Gear.
Game Gear. Game Gear was good. The Sega Game Gear.
That's blasphemy.
Sega Game Gear was actually pretty sweet. Sonic on Game Gear.
Color one.
You guys remember TurboGrafx 16 and Neo
Game
Geo
Boy.
and shit?
I remember Neo Geo.
Yeah, Neo. And what is it? Was it Bonk's Adventure? Was that? No, that was on
No,
TurboGrafx.
the only thing that matters in Neo Geo is like Fighters Fury and
Samurai Showdown. That was a great
Those were
game.
legit.
Yeah, what is the best fight
No.
video game?
Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2. Done.
No, wait,
Conversation over.
Hang on. Wait a second. We have to specify game and console.
No. Hold up.
Game
we
and
have
console.
to specify game because we can't be like, oh, Street Fighter EX Alpha plus A Omega.
No, just Street
Virtual
Fighter 2 is number one.
Street Fighter-
Tekken 2, Tekken Tag is number 2.
That's why
easy.
that's why we're excluding it, Ricky.
That's it. Done.
All right,
Fuck your
go.
favorite.
No, that's not best.
Your vote. So what do you say?
That's not my vote. That's the truth.
So
So the truth is Street Fighter 2, but
no. So one of the games that I really enjoyed playing
fuck no.
was
Said
the
fighting
the
games, not acting games.
DC versus Mortal Kombat. It just wasn't that gory. I wish it would have been a little bit more gory. But the DC versus Mortal Kombat.
Let me tell you
video
what.
game was really, really good. It had a decent story where they would cross over universes. I enjoyed it a lot. So you got to do like Deathstroke versus
But that was the one where they had no fatalities, right?
there was fatalities. They just were not. They weren't like gruesome.
You
they weren't
took
gory.
the Mortal Kombat out of the Mortal Kombat game.
You
That's
did, but
the
it was,
one reason I didn't like it.
I get
And
what
then
you're saying, but
didn't Batman have a fatality?
I think they all had
Bullshit. Batman can't kill people, so they fucked that up.
I think they all had
fucked
a
it up.
finishing move, except it just wasn't super gory because they didn't want to market it as a mature game. I think they wanted to make it a little more accessible.
Which game is this again?
Because of the DC versus Mortal Kombat. We had this game.
Yeah, that game was
So
awesome.
that's how you.
Yeah, that game was great.
So it has to be original.
Yeah, because Alan's fucking old.
It's
He
gotta be
doesn't.
Street Fighter,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, or Tekken.
No, it has to be
Right.
original games, right? So
What the fuck? That's an original game. There's no other Mortal Kombat versus DC. How is that not fucking original?
that Versus is not a game. Right?
What do you mean? It is a game. You can go to the game store and buy it. It's under the game section.
It didn't start the whole game scenario, right? So we're talking about Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2.
So hang on.
I think y'all
hang
are
on.
talking about old.
You guys are sleeping on Primal Rage. Primal Rage was amazing.
Let's just
Amazing
be
game.
clear what we're doing here. Let's be clear. We are talking about what the second best fighting game is in history because it's clear Street Fighter 2 is number one. So now let's continue our discussion about
No,
what is the second
number one
best
is Mortal
game.
Kombat 2.
Get the fuck out of here, please.
Mortal Kombat 2.
No
I
way,
would say
dude.
Virtual Fighter, at least for me.
Professor Allen,
Hey,
Virtual Fighter is great, but it is nowhere even.
Virtual Fighter.
I mean, I hate saying this.
Revolution.
Even Mortal Kombat's better than Virtual Fighter. Come on.
Oh, Virtual Fighter was way ahead.
I mean,
of its time.
we're gonna talk about Soul Fighter 2?
Virtual
I thought we were talking about good games.
Virtual Fighter
Soul
had
Calibur.
drunken
Soul
master.
Calibur, yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
Tekken Tag was actually pretty dope back in the day.
Hell yeah, it was. That's the number 2 game in history.
Tekken Tag.
Street Fighter 2, Tekken Tag.
You
All
know
right,
what? You
so we have Street Fighter 2. We have Mortal Kombat versus DC. What about you, Coach Ricky? Let's
Super
get these
Smash
answers.
Brothers.
Man,
Smash Brothers.
so
Are we
Classic.
gonna have a serious conversation or not?
So
no, that is the ultimate melee game.
No. So I'll give you this. I don't know if I'd consider that a fighting game because that is a, like you said, it's a melee game.
But you can we can 1v1.
Yeah, but you can't 4v4 on a standard fighting game.
But you can 1v1 in the game, which means it makes it a fighting game.
All right, quick question. Can you put a quarter in it and play it at the arcade?
No.
That's not the definition of a fighting game.
Not a fighting game.
Yeah, we're not in the fucking
you,
80s,
Zach.
dude. They don't have arcade rooms at malls anymore. Like,
Yeah, they do.
That's old.
They do too.
And actually in McDonald's back in the day, you could put a quarter in and play Super Smash Brothers.
That's true because they did have the 64s in them. Actually, I don't even think you had to put a quarter. I think it was just free to play.
Whoever plays it still has a dice.
People used to have birthday parties at McDonald's.
Oh, dude.
I had one of
Can we
those.
talk about that?
I did.
Can we talk about that?
Like,
It was like a big deal, yeah.
I had so much fun in elementary school because everybody used to have their birthday parties at like Burger King or McDonald's.
That was the place,
The
man.
play places were intense, dude. Like they were like mini, amusement parks.
A lot of exposed metal that in the Houston sun would be so fucking hot.
Or
that you would get like 30-degree burns
or
on it.
when the plastic had so much electrocharge on it, you could feel your hair standing on your arm when you're walking
Yes.
through the
Yes.
tubes. Like it's so electrically charged. You come out, you can shock somebody.
So this is not a plug, but the McDonald's off of NASA
Still has one.
They have a huge play.
It's the one with the astronaut on top,
you
right?
can see it just driving by it, and every time I drive by it, I'm like, damn,
Go
that's
inside?
yeah. I'd go inside. No,
well,
every
he
time I
can't because
drive
he's
by
thick Rick now.
it- Every time I drive by it, I'm
My
like,
people.
okay, that's pretty badass.
And we're not saying that he's not allowed in the play palace.
Coach
We're
Ricky
saying
loved the kid.
he can't fit through the door of McDonald's.
Y'all know what game is extra sick is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first game for
Secret of
Nintendo
the Ooze?
That was so hard.
with the electricity,
That
the
game was
weeds that are
so
electrified, and you got to
Swimming
swim
in the
through
sewer.
them. Oh my god,
Dude.
that game was so hard. You have to fight Bebop and Rocksteady.
It was that top like early Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto style, and then you would go into the
Dun,
sewers,
dun,
and then it turned
dun,
into a side
dun,
scroller. controller. Fuck that game. It took me like 8 years to
that
beat that.
game, the game Rygar you were mentioning earlier is fucking
Amazing
hard.
game.
Amazing
You know what else was good
Really
was
hard.
Karnov. I actually Rygar was the first game I played when I got my Nintendo. Like when
That
I started
shit
collecting
was
shit
hard.
again. It was good. I beat that.
You didn't beat that.
I swear to God.
You liar.
Swear
So,
to God.
my-
I went to
Going to
Cloud
hell.
City and I fucked it
You're going
real
to
good.
hell.
So
Well, yeah, but not because of that.
my very loving brother bought me SNES. And SNES, it comes with like games from the Super Nintendo.
The mini Super Nintendo.
It's
that
a
you
mini
just plug
Super
into your
Nintendo.
HDMI.
It comes with Street Fighter 2 on it at home whenever I want.
That's legit. It's the
That's
best
awesome.
game history. Right
So
there.
speaking of Street Fighter 2, did you guys ever play the original Street Fighter?
Yeah, I had it originally.
the
on the-
8-bit
Wait, is that
side
in a
one?
book? Is that like a drawing?
Yeah, no, it was a choose your own adventure, which is something you're also probably too old for or too young
No,
for.
Black Mirror came out with a choose your own adventure movie.
I read a ton of those.
This
Choose
dude
Your
just
Adventure books.
Netflixed and
Yeah,
chilled
he
my
just-
fucking
he just
childhood.
Netflix and chilled
You just Netflix and chilled my fucking childhood.
Child molested you.
Child molested my childhood.
The movie Big,
Oh yeah,
Hanks came up with the Choose Your Own Adventure toy.
yeah.
No, it's a comic.
It was a.
It's like a it's like a
The comic. Yeah,
like
you're
a
right.
computer comic or something.
I still like that slide piano. That was good.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a great movie.
That was a scary.
So who did everybody say their what's your favorite fighting game?
Oh, it's got to be Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
There we go.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Mortal
So
Kombat. Who was your character in Mortal Kombat? Who was your character?
Kung Lao.
I would typically go with Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
I was-
solid
yeah.
choice. I
Cheats.
was a reptile guy all the way up until the 64, where they changed reptile to look
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
reptile-ish.
Yeah.
Cybot.
I didn't like.
Yeah,
that.
and then I changed to I think either noob or smoke
Absolutely. He
to
is
be my
Nick Cage.
main.
Noob Cybot.
Noob.
Wait, who's the red guy that was like a robot? I played him a lot too.
Cyrax or Sector?
Yeah,
Cyrix
one
or
of
Sector,
those.
the mustard and ketchup guys.
yeah, mustard ketchup.
Yeah.
There you go.
So my favorite games would either be like I enjoy playing Street Fighter 2 more because of the flow of the game, but I looked forward to the Mortal Kombat games more because I really like the fatalities, the
Yeah.
brutalities, the X-ray kill. Like I enjoyed what they put into the fighting game.
Man.
but-
Whatever. You were probably Baraka.
Dude,
Talk about platform. I think Street Fighter had the best arcade.
in Mortal
He's
Kombat,
the E Honda. He's the E Honda fucking.
was it a
One thing I really like in
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 2, when you go to the arcade and you would get beat or you beat someone and you knew
Oh, you got
everyone's
beat?
watching and the fatality's coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're like,
like a sit.
shit.
Dude, yeah, dude, that's like Spotlight.
Yeah.
That's like you're on the 10th frame of bowling. You're like you're about to bowl a perfect game.
He's like this. You better start walking away because this guy's gonna do everything.
No, but the best part is like when you finally get there and you're like, yes, I'm on the pit. So you just uppercut him and you're like, fucking
Man, correct
fatality.
me if I'm wrong, but I think Mortal Kombat 2 not only had fatalities, they had
Friendships,
they had
babalities,
babalities, animalities. Dude, it was so insane the amount of shit you
That's
could do.
why
at
it's
that
not
finishing
number
point.
one.
Yeah.
Any game that has a friendship finishing mode,
Or
get the
babality.
fuck
But
out of
no,
here,
it's-
man.
Wait, hang on a second. Did anybody say friendship finishing mode?
No, yeah, no, there is a friendship.
There's a friendship mode?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there
a
is.
friendship. You'd
Yes.
make like fucking balloon animals.
They
or
would
like
hug or
get
something.
Melina, Baraka phase.
They
she
had
would drop
one
a
where they'd
seed.
take the
But
scissors
you know
and they
what's
would
even more
cut
embarrassing than
all
getting
the
the
Yeah.
little paper people
is
holding
if
hands.
you
and
missed
stuff.
it.
You just do like a random punch and then he died. Like
Yeah.
you have to have the code
Yeah,
to get the best fatality.
No, I would do like
that's why I like the pit.
like low short kick.
Just a little,
That was my that would
sweep,
what I would-
sweep the leg,
Yeah, just pop.
sweep the leg,
Not
put him in a
even-
body
It
bag.
wasn't even a full sweep. It was like the less powerful kick, like pop.
Hey guys,
Street Fighter 2,
guys,
you win
like
by
the
just-
lead team and then like just takes
Yeah.
him out. Like you could have done something.
Guys-
you could have ripped his skull out.
we're not mentioning a very popular good fighting game back in the
Turn
day.
off your mic.
Killer Instinct.
Weak.
Oh, actually,
No,
I'm
it
not gonna
wasn't.
lie.
With
that
the
is
combos.
good.
That was
The super ultra.
That was-
yeah.
that was one of the first games that like really gave
Sucked.
emphasis to combos, to building your
First games
combos
that
up.
sucked.
You had your juggle
Combo breaker.
Hey,
I
just
actually-
just for reference, guys, if your opinion does not align with Professor Brandon's opinion, keep that opinion and keep referencing that
you
opinion,
gotta throw it
especially
out.
in front of it, especially in
Wrong.
front of him.
Hammer it
So
down.
you can tell him
What about Soul
he's
Calibur?
wrong.
Wrong.
Soul Calibur was good. Soul Calibur.
So my
was
girl
good.
plays Soul Calibur. I have never played Soul
I
Calibur.
think they had that. They had it on GameCube for a while. That was big on GameCube, wasn't it? Was Soul Calibur on
I
it?
have no frame of reference.
Yeah, they
for
did
Soul
have it on
Calibur.
GameCube.
I would be that boy Sigmund with the big sword.
Yeah.
Yes, same.
Or,
the sword had
uh,
an eyeball on it.
Yeah, or I'd be Cervantes with the pirate.
All right, guys.
Servando was in Soul Calibur. caliber?
Yeah, Professor.
Servando.
Yes.
God damn.
Professor
That's right.
Servando. He was black belt.
he was a pirate.
It was actually
He was
when
a
it was,
pirate.
it was when he was a white belt. He was actually a white
Hey,
sash.
on Killer Instinct, there was a boxer.
Yeah.
Nobody
was
care
a
about
boxer.
Killer Instinct, Coach
He
Ricky.
would uppercut you into the
Oh,
sky.
somebody's.
Dude, Killer Instinct, there was a skeleton.
Facebook, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, that was a good one.
Hey, that recently just came out on the Switch. If you have the Switch and you pay for the online membership, it gives you like old school games. I've recently been playing Super Mario 2. But yeah, Punch Out just
That
came
is
out.
good.
The entire Punch Out game.
Super Mario 2.
All right, guys.
I've been playing the fuck out of those games.
We've heard from y'all. I actually want to read down here, see what people are saying. So we got a couple listeners here. Let me see. We got
What the deal?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we got that Street
Yeah.
Fighter 2. Second best Atari Kung Fu. That was actually pretty good.
Atari
That was
Kung
good.
Fu.
That was
Is that
legit
the
back
one
in
that
the
just
day.
had like a
The-
dude in a gi?
The white gi and red gi. White gi, red gi. Yeah.
They had one of those in Nintendo too. For sure.
Yeah, they did.
Karate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said karate. Yeah, it was just a karate.
You didn't know how to punch or kick. You just moved the joystick and say,
You had like a high side kick and like a front punch.
There was a Nintendo Kung Fu.
Yeah.
I
It was
just
good.
said that.
He did just say it.
He had a
You should sue
he
him,
had like
Brandon.
a jumping front kick and a like a side kick and then a punch and then a
Front
kneeling
punch.
punch. There were
Yeah.
There were
snakes.
snakes, right?
And
Snakes would pop out of
they'd
nowhere.
no, a jar would fall down and bust open
You had
and
to
a
punch
snake
the
would
jar.
come at you. There were
I
5
did that
levels.
in a fight one time, actually.
Yeah,
I saw
no
it.
shit.
Yeah.
No, it's on YouTube.
At
if
World
you look.
Masters.
What is your
No.
Pan Ams.
It was a street fight.
Oh,
What is your
Yeah.
favorite
I happened to be walking with some
80s
snakes in a jar.
to 90s martial arts movie?
Yeah,
Bloodsport.
that's a good one.
that's actually
Bloodsport.
that's
Bloodsport.
actually
Oh, very
was
good.
the next.
Yeah.
That was actually the next. What's
Okay,
in the box
what's the next question?
I looked at before, so I stole your thunder.
Oh, did you? Well, you're allowed to,
No, I'm
Zach.
just joking.
No, you were the
I really-
producer.
I really just came up with that.
It's because
A
you're
lot of
fucking
people say
amazing.
best of the best, which look, I love Chris Penn, who's a great actor, you know,
But-
R.I.P. But you know what? I mean, Bloodsport's better. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna say Lionheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great movie
Lionheart
too.
was a
That's a
good
great
one.
movie too, but Bloodsport's better.
Bloodsport is really good, but something about the street
It's not
fighting
just
aspect.
really good; it's better.
Something about the street fighting aspect of Lionheart's really cool. Like I love that he fought in an empty, like
The
an
pool.
empty pool.
The pool.
No, but you know what was cool? The parking lot.
No, the racquetball court.
surrounded by cars, all with their headlights on. So
Yeah.
they're getting thrown onto the hood and shit.
This is a true story. I actually went to a little jiu-jitsu school one time that was in a racquetball court, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is like
Lionheart.
Tennis club, yeah.
Yep.
Tennis club. Or the racquetball court?
Racquetball.
So
Different sport.
the question is what now? Like 80s
What's it-
combat movies?
No. What's your favorite martial arts movie? Yeah.
Okay.
Bloodsport. We already answered that.
Yeah, I mean that's
Next question.
No, I
Oh
got a
my
good one
God.
for you, Professor Brandon.
Oh
I know
my
you're gonna
God.
Say,
What's up?
all right.
no, wait for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're gonna like this.
All right.
He said Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
I'm going to say Bloodsport or
Only the strong.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
a close second.
Yeah, I like that one.
That was good.
I like that
Mark
one.
DeCassos.
What about you, Coach Ricky?
Well, so I was born in '93, which means at 5 years old.
You were
it was
born in what?
1998.
I've watched 70s movies.
Yeah. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, but
I've watched 60s movies.
so
It's not like you're not allowed to watch movies from the 80s and 90s.
yeah, but,
They did most of them suck though.
so
No, they don't.
So no,
That's your opinion.
You want to tell me Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth sucks? Get
Yes.
the fuck out of here.
look. The reason why I'm saying this
He's
is
gonna say The
because
Matrix. That's what he's.
no. The reason why I'm saying this is because I grew up watching more Jackie Chan than Bruce Lee. Because Jackie Chan was the
Rumble in the
so which Jackie Chan movie?
Yeah.
the one that I watched the most growing up was Rush Hour.
No, Rumble in the Bronx better.
That's a comedy.
The best part of Rumble in the Bronx, there's a fight. I think it's Rumble in the Bronx. He gets into a fight at this like grocery store. It's like crazy and nuts. The criminals run away. He's about to leave. The shopkeeper is like, "Are you okay?" Jackie Chan goes, "No," and he runs out.
You said
What's the Jackie Chan movie where he has a twin brother? He plays his own
Twin
like,
Dragons,
twin.
wasn't it?
That movie was really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like
think
that
it was.
movie a lot.
Rumble in the Bronx was the new.
This is like the first one. That's like the first
That was a
big
good
time
one.
Jackie Chan movie in the U.S.
And he said, "Hey, I'm doing." He was always doing his own stunts, but it was the first U.S. breakout.
Yeah, and like he always had the stunt reel at the end of the movie of him doing all the stunts and like messing up, which was great. I thought it was better than the movie. I thought.
Never saw anything like that.
Oh man, it was so good.
All right. Berto, have you said yours?
What my
He
favorite?
said Bloodsport.
Did you say Bloodsport?
No,
Yeah, he said
I said
Bloodsport.
Lionheart.
Oh,
No,
Lionheart. That's
he
right.
said Bloodsport.
I said Lionheart.
I
That's
think
cool.
he said.
He said Bloody Lion. What about Zach? Did you give yours out?
Yeah. So my
That's a different
favorite
type of movie.
80s martial art movies is Vision Quest.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Okay.
Well, I respect that, of course, and I won't dispute
that's a
that. I won't
good
dispute it.
All right. Mine.
With
Bit of-
that
bit of a
scene
trick
where he's
answer.
Warming up to Lunatic Fringe, jumping rope, shooting right before he goes out for his final match against
Fight,
the
shoot,
guy that's way over 180. Yeah, that
and
guy-
he's like a man.
Yeah,
he's not in
that
high
guy
school.
is like
There's no weight
a
classes.
full-grown 30-year-old adult.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Lifting logs up, like they're completely different weight classes.
Yeah.
But he goes out. He's warming up to Lunatic Fringe, and that if you want to get pumped up, just watch that scene on YouTube
It's a good one, huh?
and go out and do some jump rope.
I like how his friend pretended to be like a Native American.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that was.
You watched the movie Warrior.
I appreciate that you said Native American.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
That's
up.
You know what?
I watched Drunken Master from Jackie Chan before. That's a badass.
You know,
movie,
you know,
too.
It's all right.
You know what movie I think doesn't get as much hype as it should is
Bloodsport.
the Jet Li movie. I think
Unleashed.
Unleashed.
Damn, dude. Ricky.
I think
Coach Ricky, very excited. over
Ricky,
here
tuck
about
that boner
Unleashed.
into your waistband,
Dude,
man.
that movie was super. That movie was really, really good. It
Yeah.
explored like different types of kung fu,
Yeah.
and it was, I think, is one of Jet Li's last like Japanese original movies that he ever did.
You
That
know
was
what?
a good one.
That
Jet-
movie was really, really good.
Jet Li movie, I thought it was pretty good, but I thought it could have been like amazing. Is
the one with the other universes.
yeah, the one
multiple
with
universes?
Jason
The one.
Statham.
The one was good.
Dude,
Yeah.
that could have
So
been
good. The
like
potential.
so amazing, and they kind of ruined it. Like it was still good,
Yeah.
but it could have been about 100 times better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it could have been a lot better.
It's like Step Brothers, the same way, man.
Yeah.
Could have been way
the,
better.
So for the
But who would be the best villain out of all these martial arts movies?
Oh man.
who played the best? villain?
What's the dude from Bloodsport?
The second one.
Kung Lee.
The
Kung
one
Lee.
with-
Yeah,
yeah. But what was his name? It was like
Kung Po.
yeah,
Kung
yeah.
Po.
Dude,
No,
he
Tong
was-
Po's kickboxer.
Was like
His name was Kung Lee.
Yeah, the one with the
No,
with the
Kung Lee's a
ponytail.
real dude, isn't he?
Kung Lee's
That's
a real
also
guy.
the guy in
The
Bloodsport.
one with the
Was it?
ponytail. The kickboxer.
No. I'm talking the
back
one that
to
got
what?
the sand in his
Bip
eyes.
Tanner.
Yeah,
I go back to Rush Hour
Fucking
because
bully.
Sue Young was fucking badass.
yeah.
Yeah, this doesn't count.
I'd probably we said 80s, 90s. I
Rush
guess.
Hour's 98.
Oh shit! Now he fact checks.
Damn.
Now he fact checks. Damn, good
Busted.
job, Ricky. On top of that shit, my favorite martial arts movie.
Cold-blooded.
I'd probably have to go with the man, just because I'm an 80s man. Karate Kid was always fun. That was very instrumental. Yeah, Body Bags, Cobra Kai.
That's what Jaden
But
Smith,
yeah, no, it's definitely with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, your boy.
Supports Johnny Lawrence more than the Karate Kid.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I like Karate Kid, but I like Cobra Kai, the show.
Yeah.
But also, honestly, like one of my favorite martial. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but one of the ones I really liked watching growing up was No Retreat, No Surrender, which was Jean-Claude Van Damme's first fucking movie.
That was more of a military movie.
What's that?
Can you swallow your food, please?
No,
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
that was more of a military movie.
I don't.
than
I know. I
a
don't.
food movie. Yeah, it was.
No, I don't think you're remembering it correctly. This is the one where a guy owned a karate school. Jean-Claude Van Damme broke his dad's leg. They moved to L.A. from Seattle. His dad opened up a karate school.
No, they were in like Laos.
No.
I think you're confusing it.
No Retreat, No Surrender. Ricky.
On the Google.
Thank you, sir. And this is the one where the homie got a Bruce Lee poster and he's like, oh, I like this Bruce Lee poster. And Bruce Lee came alive and taught him fucking how to be a karate guy. And then he beat
That's an
Jean-Claude Van
acid
Damme.
trip, man, not a movie.
Well, either way,
So
I
that's an
enjoyed
acid
it.
trip?
As a child in the 80s, I enjoyed either the acid trip I was on or the movie.
Okay, so this is what it says. Picked on by Seattle bullies, a karate
Seattle.
student learns enough to face a Soviet twice his
Jean-Claude
size.
Van Damme.
Oh shit! A Soviet
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Before
Do you-
the fall of the
before the fall of the wall.
Do you guys want to hear the top 10 villain actors of all
Yes.
time rated on IMDb?
I guess you're gonna tell us anyways.
Okay, well, if you were going to say no, I wasn't going to tell you.
I was going to list off some of
Exactly
our
like your hat.
listeners.
We got one yes.
How about this? Let me list off some
Yeah.
of our
Let's do this.
let's list off some of our listeners suggestions on what they think they're on their
Three ninjas.
yeah, Ryan said so we got
Hey Ryan, you know,
Sidekick.
80s and 90s.
so yeah, we got
Oh shit, we can say American Ninja. That was great.
American Ninja
Surf
1 through
Ninja.
37.
Surf Ninja.
Surf
Michael
Ninja was
Dudikoff?
good. Yeah.
Michael Dudikoff in the house.
American Ninja 1 through 437 or however many there were.
No, 1 through 3 is
What
good.
about,
good.
yeah, Mortal Kombat the movie. That was a good one.
Absolutely. Hey, that had Brandon's favorite techno song.
Yeah, it exactly. Had
Brandon's
a great,
favorite techno
good-
song.
really great song in it.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
song I want to hear.
That's horrible.
Test your
Let me
might.
see. We had
Johnny Cage. Rage wins.
Black Dynamite. Actually,
Sonya
that is
Great movie.
That is
Black
actually
Dynamite's
a great
It's a
fucking
great
movie.
Yeah, it's a great.
That is a great movie.
Yeah, terrific. It's a fake blaxploitation film.
Yeah,
One of my favorites.
We got Jet Li, Black Mask. That definitely wasn't his
I saw
best.
the Quest on there, which is the worst John Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, that was like Bloodsport part. No, that was like
It was fake as.
yeah, kind of like
But he
Bloodsport
fought
2,
that
but
big
not really.
Mongolian.
Yeah,
But it was like
but
a
I liked
white
how the
French
Mongolian was a
Mongolian.
wrestler. That was appropriate.
That was pretty nice.
Look, Mr. Ryan McGuire, I'm glad you're listening, but man, really,
Three Ninjas.
Karate Kid with Hilary Swank.
Three Ninjas is terrific.
I think
Man.
he's trolling.
It's like Rocky loves
I know.
Emily.
Rocky loves.
Yeah.
And it was-
Ryan,
what was it? So
I
it was
guess
Rocky,
listening-
Colt and Tum Tum, right?
They start off this movie.
He said part 2.
They start off
Oh,
this
shit.
movie and they say they have a ninja
Who
code.
said Colt and Tum Tum? Who said that?
Me.
Oh my god.
That man, those were the three ninjas.
They have a
Rocky, Colt,
code,
and Tum Tum.
and their code is a ninja is honest and good.
That movie
And I
does
said-
not
the
hold up.
opposite.
That's the opposite
That
of what
is a
ninjas
complete
were.
opposite.
That's so stupid.
That's one of those
Yeah.
This
movies
is not
you go back
historically
and it
accurate.
Does not hold up.
You know-
It's not good at all.
You know what the best?
It wasn't good then.
The best part of Three Ninjas was the
villains,
grandpa.
They drink the drink with the laxative.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, soda, cool.
You ever seen it? Don't watch. You're not missing.
Oh no, yeah, you're
Short
not missing
Ninjas
much of that.
though was the shit.
That was
What is that?
Question.
Special edition.
Well, I'll say this:
Kung Fu Hustle.
Three
Kung Fu
Ninjas-
Hustle was good.
Three Ninjas is definitely not the best martial arts
Absolutely
movie.
not.
However, that is the best like troll
It was a good answer.
troll post
Yeah.
on the forum. Ryan McGuire.
So right, yeah, you won that, Ryan
I'll give you
McGuire.
that.
Thank you.
I'll give you that.
Let me see what else we have. The Substitute.
Ninjas.
I don't know if I'd really say that as a
What's the
martial
name of
arts
that
movie.
Martial arts movie with the guy who killed himself, who did he did the fucking
The Crow.
Blind Fury with
No,
Rutger Hauer.
Oh
He was
shit,
in Star
that was
Trek.
pretty
The
good.
new thing. He ended up like, remember, he would daydream that he was a ninja.
Sidekicks.
That was side.
Yeah, that was filmed in Houston with Chuck Norris. Man, remember?
No,
think
that was
we talked about
Sidekicks with
Sidekicks on
Jonathan
Sidekicks.
Brandis.
yeah, and Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Killed himself.
That dude hung himself.
Yeah.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Was it,
Yeah,
or was it,
Jonathan
or was it
Brandis
just
did.
like?
Did David
Yeah.
Carradine teach him how to do it?
No, this was
Probably not.
before. I think he taught David
Chuck Norris
Carradine.
wasn't
Yeah,
there to
no,
be a
yeah.
sidekick.
No, if David Carradine was lived longer, then he would have taught him how to do it.
No, David Carradine learned how to do it from Jonathan Brandis.
But Jonathan
Who
Brandis,
died first?
Jonathan
JB.
Brandis.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So obviously,
show Sequest.
obviously,
Sequest.
Yeah.
He was in Neverending Story,
David
too.
Carradine taught
Yeah, the shit one.
Jonathan Brandis
No,
how
I
to
would,
do
I
it.
would disagree with you.
You really?
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
can get into it if
Yeah,
you
I
want
would disagree
to.
with you. Yeah,
but, I
you're
mean-
drawing an inference, and I don't see the inference there.
I am making a causation.
Okay, let's hear it. Yeah, tell me all about it,
All right,
Professor.
hey.
I'm anxious.
Look,
The senior person,
Uh-huh.
David Carradine,
Right.
taught Jonathan Brandis how to hang himself
I'm older than Professor Ricky
affix
or
you-
Coach Ricky. He teaches me how to do jiu-jitsu all the time,
auto asphyxiation.
and he's better at it.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
so
definitely-
younger-
You're right about
yeah.
that.
Younger
He
can-
couldn't
younger
teach
can be
him
better.
when he's dead, so
Right.
you had to teach him while he's alive.
Jonathan,
Bam. That's what I'm
Jonathan
telling you.
Brandis
Thank you,
taught
Zach.
You had to
David.
teach
Thank
him
you,
while
Zach.
he's alive.
That's right.
And then he did it, and then he's like, "All right, my teachings worked."
So the
I
student,
can do it
Yeah,
myself.
good
the
job.
student became the master,
Yeah.
I feel
and
like
then killed himself.
I feel like we're having a debate for which we have no facts.
Well,
Well, they're both dead.
This is politics in America.
That's a fact.
Well,
Somebody
touche.
taught
Yeah.
somebody. We know
Nobody knows anything.
Yeah, they
We're
both
just
hung
arguing
themselves.
because it's fun.
Do you think they were part of a group, like a Facebook
that.
group?
Do you think they
Everyone's
forgot
part of
the safe word?
What if you're?
Lemon tree.
I don't believe in safe.
I was
words.
thinking lemonade. That's
Lemon
weird.
tree.
Yeah, it's a good one. Just lemon.
You guys are moist and patico.
Lemon tree.
That's great. That's great. All right, so we covered favorite TV show, favorite martial arts movie. Actually, hey, yeah. So I just give us a quick rundown of
All right, I'll
the.
go
Just
through-
read them. Just read them. We don't need
All right, so
explanations.
number one is Robert De Niro.
Yeah. Okay. See that?
Number
What?
two is Jack Nicholson. And
Wait,
they
in
have
what?
all the
In
movies
what?
where he's been a villain.
Oh, best villain.
Yeah.
villain.
Best
Yeah,
villain.
best villain.
I thought we
Okay.
were still talking about martial arts movies. Like, what the fuck?
No, we moved on
Jack
from that.
Nicholson was number 2.
Joker.
Kevin Spacey is number 3.
No.
Samuel
Kaiser
L.
Soze and
Jackson
7.
is number 4. Al Pacino number 5. Michael Madsen is number
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Gary Oldman number 7.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Alan Rickman.
Drexler.
Oh,
Alan Rickman.
yeah. Alan Rickman's great.
Yeah, he was a good one. He was a good. In,
He was
Robin
Hans.
Hood.
He was Hans.
Alan Rickman's been some shit.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
Sheriff of
Number
Nottingham.
9, John Travolta, and number
Face
10,
Off.
What's that?
Face Off.
What movies was the bad
He
guy?
was Castor Troy in Face Off. He was Swordfish. He was bad guy. Pulp Fiction. He was Vincent.
Oh,
Vega.
he was
Yeah.
good. He was good.
I don't know.
in Swordfish.
I don't know if I'd call him a bad guy in Pulp Fiction.
I
though.
really
He was
wasn't a bad
in
guy.
The Punisher. He was the bad guy.
I think Swordfish is
Broken
an
Arrow,
underrated
he was
movie.
the bad guy.
I enjoy Swordfish a lot. That was a really, really
Broken
good movie.
Arrow. He was.
It was good for what it was.
Yeah,
Christian Slater.
and the football guy, Howie Long.
Yeah, Howie Long was the bad guy too.
Yeah.
And then number 10 is James Wood.
You would think Chucky's higher on
I like James Woods.
Yeah, he's
For a villain?
Chucky.
Oh, Chucky. Like
Chucky.
Wait,
What-
the doll?
what-
doll?
What? Yeah. What's the actor? What's
He's
the
not an-
actor's name that
he's not
played
an
Chucky?
actor.
Can you name the actor's name that played Chucky?
Well, there's a voice actor. There's a
No.
voice actor.
1988.
the actor that
you
played
saw
Chucky.
Chucky,
The voice.
If you're the actor that played the doll Chucky, please message our podcast. We'd like to give you a shout out.
Hit up.
You think that
It
was
was
an actor?
it was Gary Oldman.
All right, hold
The,
on.
the,
Guys,
the most hilarious part of that statement is that nobody's listening to this podcast.
That's true.
No one's gonna message us.
That's true.
Nobody's listening.
So Gary Oldman was a pretty good villain in The Professional.
Yeah.
That's a badass
Well,
movie.
also in
Professional's a great movie regardless.
True Romance as the pimp Drexler.
Yeah.
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 That was only for like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
but
It
still one
doesn't
of his
matter.
best
He
performances.
made a fucking impact in that
Yeah,
5
one of
minutes.
the
It was
best
good.
performances.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have yourself an egg roll. Sit down.
So speaking of, there's a show on HBO called Barry. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's fucking amazing. It's got
Berra. Why?
No, it's Bries.
yes, Barry's.
Barries.
No,
not even a word.
Yeah, it's Barry, Barry. It's got Bill Hader in it. Quick premise of it: basically, he's an ex-Marine, comes back. He's working as a hitman, is trying to find himself, going through a midlife crisis. Follows a hit to a LA acting school and decides he wants to be an actor. It's really it's fucking amazing.
That's
It's
a hilarious premise.
yes.
The premise is just hilarious.
Yeah, no.
Fiedler's in it too.
Yeah.
He's the instructor. He's the acting instructor.
Cusco, yeah.
Speaking about new TV shows and stuff, what's up with that Boba Fett Mandalorian show on the Disney Channel?
What?
Anybody heard about that?
Hey, Professor Cartoons, well, you got anything to throw in on that?
No, it's a live action.
If Ricky
It's
and
live
Berto don't know
action?
about it,
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
That's a live action.
Yeah, I don't
Give us an
know.
animated
So
response.
Disney has like a streaming.
It may be good.
So the thing is, Disney had a couple animated shows that I know about.
No.
But
Disney
they actually did continue the story in between
So
the movies.
Disney has a whole new streaming network now.
Okay.
Okay, and one of the first shows they're releasing is called The Mandalorian, which is
Okay.
I'm guessing is about
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
You would
yeah.
assume so.
That sounds interesting.
The only thing that I've heard today about Star Wars is that the Episode 9 trailer came out today, which is supposed to.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker, yeah.
I heard Palpatine's in it.
Trailer.
Yeah, there's been
I
a
heard
lot.
somehover Palpatine's back in
There's been
the
a lot of
mix.
talk
Yeah.
about the Emperor
I don't know
coming
how.
I
back.
heard that too.
So let me see. We just for comments on your list over there. We had let me see, who is it? Mr. Roberts say Christoph Waltz from Inglourious Bastards is the best villain
He's on
of
the
all
list.
time.
He's number 13.
he's
Number
he's really
13.
good. No, he's
No,
super badass.
he's way down there.
That's one of my favorite movies because
He's number 12. Christoph Waltz is number 12.
He's a
That's good
he's a
stuff
really
right
good
there.
actor. He's a very good actor.
I think he's a great actor. I don't think he's number 13 on the list of all-time best villains.
I don't know, man. I agree with all the other ones on that list. He seems to fall in there appropriately.
Two, the Three Musketeers, the Green Hornet. He was a bad guy. Water.
Yeah, I mean, I don't-
Elephants. He's a bad guy. And Glorious Bastards.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's a great actor. I think he's
Agree
a really
to
good actor.
disagree.
Jared Leto is number 13.
As a bad guy,
Yeah.
what was it? He was
Blade
a
Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah.
2000,
Yeah.
Suicide
That's why he's a
Squad.
bad guy.
Man,
Joker.
fuck Suicide Squad.
Lord
no
of
offense,
War,
that was a.
Which I don't think he was really the bad guy.
He wasn't a bad guy. He was a.
The best part of
Panic
Lord of
Room.
Yeah, Panic War.
is
Fight
when he
Club.
drew out the entire border of the Ukraine and cocaine.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Lord of War
That was
is an
hilarious,
amazing.
man.
I don't support Nick Cage movies too often, but that's honestly one of my favorite movies.
Nick
That's a
Cage is
good
great,
movie.
man. He's in Con Air.
Dude, can we
Yeah.
talk about Con Air? Hey, let's talk about Con Air for a little bit. How did this motherfucker get sent to jail when people were trying to rape his wife and murder him? That was 100% self-defense. In Texas, he might have had a day named after him if that shit
Because he
happened.
was
here.
a ranger. He was an army.
Oh,
ranger,
he was a
so-
Yeah,
ranger.
no, we actually
He's a-
discussed this last time, didn't we?
Did
makes no sense.
Con Air
What
get the
the fuck?
Oscar that year?
I think it did.
The Academy
I think
Awards?
it- I think it got the
Should have.
Academy
It had the
Award.
best
All of them.
actors of all time.
And if it didn't, it's a damn shame.
Steve Buscemi was in
Steve
it.
Buscemi.
She was the most creepy.
Old Chihuahua
John,
eyes.
John Cusack was in there.
And he got away. He got away.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Danny
That's good
Trejo
stuff.
was in that shit too.
Dave Chappelle.
Ving Rhames.
Dave Chappelle in there.
Yeah. Shit,
Oh shit, Chappelle isn't it? He's the tranny or whatever. Fuck
No.
that's a snitch.
He's Pinball's his name. Pinball.
Pinball.
I think.
No,
Dave
Tracy
Chappelle's
Morgan
best
was the
movie
Tracy Morgan was
Tracy Morgan
was the
was-
tranny.
yeah.
Tracy Morgan was the
Time
tranny.
out, fellas.
Yeah,
I need
Robin-
some air.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was, I think,
That was an amazing-
Chappelle's best movie.
That was
I'm on
great.
this side of the river. Now I'm on this side of the river.
Oh, I love when he fights when Robin Hood fights Little John and he falls in the green. He's like, I can't swim. I can't swim.
He just turns. He's like,
It's like a little puddle. It's like a puddle.
it's not even like 3 inches deep.
And
Oh,
then he
that was the real movie though.
No, that was
the
Men in
Men in
Tights.
Men in Tights.
That was
Well,
Men in
they
Tights.
do the
Carrie-
same thing in the real movie. Though.
Yeah,
Carrie
that's why it's
Elwes,
called a
yeah.
parody.
Yeah.
But it's exact. It's
A
not
pair-
a
a
parody.
pair
It's
of what?
exact same thing.
A parody.
A pair of
parody part
Ds.
is that it's in like a creek that's literally this deep.
Yeah,
the fact that he's saying
it looks like-
drowning while kicking in dirt is like it's stupid. It's visually stupid.
It sounds like something Mel Brooks would do.
Huh.
I like how Dave Chappelle, the blind guy's like, "Hey Blinken," and he's like, "You say hey Blinken?" He's like, "No, man, I said hey Blinken."
I like that. Master Robin, you've returned from the Crusades. You've lost your arms, but you grew some nice set of tits. It was fucking amazing. That's one of my favorite movies ever.
That is such a
Oh,
good movie.
it's so-
If you haven't
it's so
seen
good.
Robin Hood Men in Tights, you do yourself a favor.
That
Go
was
watch
it.
Robin
Just like
Yeah.
Princess Bride. That one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If
My
I'm
name
flicking
is
through and it's
Inigo
on, I'm
Montoya.
stopping. Yeah.
You killed my father.
All right, so we have one more. What's in the box? So what's in the box?
You see the t-shirt?
Jason
My
F.
name is-
I'm gonna paraphrase this because I kind of took it off of the messages on the Facebook page, but basically he's saying he gets to half guard a lot. His professor doesn't really teach a lot of half guard game at where he trains, but he really wants to develop it because it's a position he finds himself getting into. Quick response: does anybody have any suggestions
Yes.
of who has a good half guard to study?
So, goal number one, if you want to have a good half guard on bottom, is
So he wants people to reference videos that are people to mimic his game off of. Any suggestions you have?
yeah, sure. Lucas Leite. So that's the number one right there. He's going
Excellent.
to have a traditional half guard where you're getting the underhook and going to the back, or you're getting to your knees and sweeping. But the first thing you got to understand is if you were going to play half guard on bottom, you have one particularly in the beginning, you have one goal. Do not let the person on top control your head.
Flatten
that
you
means
out.
cross face or deep collar grip or reaching over your head. So your number one goal is to keep your head free at all times. Then you can build a half guard. And you can watch Lucas Leite. He's got a bunch of breakdown videos. He's got a bunch of competition footage. And he's the first person I would start with for learning how to build a good classic half guard. And then you go from there after like 2-3 years.
Excellent. Lucas Leche right there. What about you, Ricky?
And with that, like part of controlling the head is stay on your side. Like you cannot do anything from half guard if you're flat on your back for the most part. So
Regular half guard.
regular half guard. So you know, I see a lot of people whenever they first start to try half guard, they're just hanging onto the legs, but their body is in a really vulnerable spot.
So who do you recommend? Who do you think has a good?
Oh, Lucas Leite.
Lucas Leite, so?
Yeah, this is one guy.
So you're
I
agreeing with
watch
that
a
one
lot.
for sure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For sure, yeah.
What about you, Professor Allen? And you got anybody you want to throw out there?
I mean, no, they haven't selected anybody wrong. It's Lucas Sledge, right? But the thing is this: always in any position, especially half guard, if you're in a compromised position and you're defending, you defend, right? Don't try to do something crazy. Put your arms out, your elbows in, 100% defend, and when it's time to go, you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So aside from watching videos and watching these guys who do, commit to it, right? So if you're defending, defend. If you're going to attack, make the move. But
So who do you think who do you think is a good reference for Jason here to look at for things like that? I mean, Lucas Leche, we got to double vote for, but who do you think's got a pretty good half guard game?
And you have a lot of people. There's a lot of guys who have great half guard, deep half guard.
So Lucas Leite is what I call like a classic half guard.
he
Who
does-
would you say for deep half guard?
Man, there's this coach. His name is Ricky Ricardo.
Ricky, yeah, and
good,
straight
yeah.
legit, yeah. If you can hit up Coach Ricky Ricardo. What's your Instagram? At Thick Rick.
At Coach.
Oh, at Coach Ricky Ricardo.
There's some underscores in there. Let me
Yeah, there's some lines and shit. Just start putting them in there till you figure it out, until you get a response and not a dick pic, because that's not a him thing.
It's Coach _ Ricky Ricardo. But you know what? Also,
But hit him up for private lessons for that deep half, extra deep if you pay extra.
For area,
Yeah.
he's got a really
Real
good.
deep, real deep.
Yeah, you can do Bernardo Faria, as Coach Ricky said. You can do Jeff Glover. You can
So,
do
yeah.
Wilson Hayes. You can do Jack McKenzie.
I would
couple-
say Jeff Glover's known mostly for the deep path, right?
Or the donkey, right? Yeah, no, my suggestion on that, first off, definitely Jeff Glover. I mean, he definitely has a good half guard, and he transitions well to the deep half. He likes legs, so he's always getting himself underneath. But he loves legs, right? He's a leg, not a breast man, I'm assuming.
But I would say too, if you're gonna start off, I don't know what rank. Did he say what rank he is?
I believe he's a blue or purple at the moment.
Okay, so maybe this applies to him, maybe it doesn't. But I would recommend you don't start with deep half. If you do,
No, just work a half and see what you find out.
Yeah, you should work like a traditional half guard on your side, getting the underhook, keeping the crossface off. That's your number one, and then you add on to that.
Hey guys, we have one of the viewers. He did Gordo Correa.
Oh yeah, of course.
No,
Of course, yeah.
That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
a legend, man.
Gordo.
The inventors of who started using the half guard, and you got to understand, half guard, you'll naturally go into it when physically sometimes you're in a deficit, right? The guy is really faster. The guy is he's quicker. He has more dexterity. He has more whatever.
You're gonna find yourself in half guard
That's your
frequently.
So
slow the down.
that was who I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Roberto Correa, also known as Gordo.
Well, how many people have a sweep from half guard named after?
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
point? You
Like,
got the Gordo sweep.
You have the Gordo sweep,
Yeah.
which is a sweep that he came up with out of just being in the half guard position, and that's still a sweep. It's still a sweep we teach in the fundamental curriculum.
Did we go over that this week or last week? I know
it was recently.
Yeah,
it was
we went over
recently.
the Gordo
It was
sweep
one
the
of
last
the
couple weeks.
later parts of the curriculum,
Absolutely.
but it was definitely added in there, and it just goes to show how effective this technique was that was developed. I mean, at least 20 years ago, if not longer.
Yeah, well, and it's
I use that sweep frequently. It's a very
it
effective
kind of
sweep.
it leads into the deep half, because once you start fishing for that foot, they're going to post it out. Then you start to go.
If you can't sweep, you go underneath.
You go underneath, and then that kind of leads you into the deep half guard.
Absolutely.
So I'm a big fan of the Gordo sweep.
That Gordo ankle pick too, you can use from a lot of positions. People turtle up. It's
Strapping
almost
that leg.
it's just trapping
And
that exercise.
also, this is one thing that Professor Brandon said when teaching that technique. He said that this technique doesn't really require timing.
No,
right?
you can sit there. That's
this
true.
is something that
It's mechanical.
you just work for. So a lot of techniques, especially on bottom nowadays, you see a lot of people invert and try to feed lapels, and all that stuff is great, but it requires some sort of flexibility,
Yeah, for sure.
rhythm, timing.
Flexibilidad.
But when it comes to the Gordo sweep, it's all mechanical.
Absolutely.
No timing. You get it when it's there.
I'll tell you someone who also had a good half guard. Professor Darren Ramsey under Professor Dracolino had a very, very good technical half guard. Is he out of Australia, New Zealand? I don't know where he's at right now. Abu Dhabi.
He's probably on a
fucking
plane in the
Mars
air right now.
Yeah,
He's probably in the air.
I bet he's the first lawyer to colonize Mars. So I bet he got Matt Damon out of that legal trouble
I'm
with
not
Martian shit. So anyway, he's got a great half guard. Fucking amazing.
Clamp down on you.
Fucking amazing.
Another one, Professor Sandy. Killer half guard.
Dude.
Clamp down. Good. Cut your circulation off.
Professor Sandy.
So your leg will go dead, bro.
Professor Sandy's half guard is almost as deadly as those bomb ass brownies she makes. Holy shit. It's insane. So shout out to Professor Sandy for keeping my weight fucked.
She'll
It's good.
fuck you up from half guard and then give you a brownie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You're rewarded at the end. You're rewarded at the end. But all right. So we what time are we looking at right now?
We're at 1:30.
1:30. Oh, we got plenty of time. So that's it from the submissions for what's in the box. Anybody else have anything they want to quick question answer stuff that we want to fly into, because we got a new segment I'm very, very intrigued to get into.
I want to see what that book over there.
We're gonna get into that. So we good with what's in the box? No more questions? No, it's good. All right.
I want to say one thing, and I think this has probably been said many, many times in the past in lots of different forums, but it happened to me recently, so we'll talk about it. I went into a store. I'm not going to name the store.
No, you can.
And no, I went in there and I was looking for a jacket, a coat, and
Denim.
no, it wasn't denim in this case, actually. No none of the store employees offered to help me. So I walked in for like half an hour. I'm looking around, and then I leave, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, nobody said anything to me. And then I realized if somebody would have said something to me, I would have very like aggressively said, I'm just looking. So I realized like how ridiculous it is that in that situation, the employee is always wrong. If they would have come up to me, I would have told them to basically fuck off.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone.
I'm browsing.
And since they didn't come up to me, I was like, hey, what's wrong with me? Like, you're not doing your job.
So do you think you're offended that you didn't get to have the chance to
I
be
don't
like,
know.
I'm
I just
fucking browsing?
I just think it's a ridiculous like dynamic, and I think everybody kind of goes through that. And again, I'm sure people have talked about this a bunch before, but it happened to me like recently, and I kind of just like realized how stupid it is.
I get that a lot.
What's more offending? You saying, no, I'm just looking, or the employee coming up and you said, no, I don't need help, or I'm just looking, and his feeling on the other.
Well, fuck he's getting paid.
He's getting paid. He's getting
I'm
paid.
spending money.
You're right, but sometimes he has the right intention. Or
He's like a stripper.
yeah,
Well, that's
You
his
get
job.
turned down
He's trying to
quite a
give-
bit.
He's trying to give you a
You
dick.
get turned down so much that it doesn't hurt your feelings when you say, not right now.
Well, yeah.
He's trying to put
Does he
this
work off
song
commission?
on
Does he work off commission, or is he an hourly
We don't know
dude?
this.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Like, how much is he getting off this wallet?
He gets enough, no, I'm just looking. so
Yeah.
that He's
How much
like,
are you gonna
well,
tip him?
let me just go fuck myself.
My presence is his presence.
I had a guy at the J. Crew at the Galleria come up to me, and he was so determined to make a sale. It was like his first day on the job or something like this.
Like, bro, I'm getting fired
And so I
today.
come in, and we're just
What were you getting at J. Crew
I
there?
was getting a belt, right? But I'm looking
Okay.
around, and I'm like, okay, so hey, you guys, where's your belt selection? Okay, walk over, look at the belts, and he follows us over there, and this guy's like 7 foot. I mean, he's huge.
6'12".
Beanpole, and he puts his hand, like his arm, up on the top of the belt rack, and he goes, "So what am I going to need to do to get you guys,
Into this
to
belt.
take home a belt
Into
today?"
this
Whoa. This dude was already in it. Your pants were
And I'm
already
like-
in the
I'm like,
conversation.
this is like a used car technique, right? Like,
Shit.
what do I need to do? But it's like a belt, man, and I know he's not getting commission.
Did
So
he
I'm
sell you
like,
on the undercoating?
what is this guy even doing?
Did you go into the fitting room with him to try on the belt?
Well,
You know
yeah,
what?
he offered.
Maybe
I mean,
he
he
wasn't
offered to give
even
me a
a J.
handy.
Crew
so-
employee.
Let me
Maybe
show
he
you
was
how
just
to
a guy
buckle this.
excited
Yeah.
about belts.
No, so I
Maybe he
didn't.
just
maybe
had
he
great customer service.
He was
Maybe
doing
he
a
gave
good
you a
job.
beltie.
Well, so this kind of builds on what Professor Brandon was saying, right? Was like this dude was really trying to do a good job for his employer and also to help me. And I was like, "You're creeping me out,
Yeah.
bro. Get the fuck away from me!
There's like no right
Get
thing
away
to do.
from me right now!
So
I don't want your 7 foot weird body looking at me trying to say like, what do I need to do to get you home in a
He's
belt?"
gonna give you a hand job
Yeah.
from a distance
Well,
with those long ass
Would you
arms.
feel
It's
better
weird.
To go
It's
into
a weird
store
thing.
and someone not bother
Yeah.
you, or to someone that really want to help?
So that's the
I don't
thing.
want either.
So what I realized,
I want somebody to come up to me and I want to tell them to fuck off like normal.
Well,
I just want the normal
no, what,
thing.
Give me that
what I
option.
realized was what I want as a customer
Uh-huh.
is for the employee to have basically mind reading ability.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's what we all want.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they can come to me only when I am exactly ready, or not come to me when I'm not ready. That's what I expect as a customer.
So,
mind reading ability.
To follow up on this, I have a question for you. Do you feel if you walk in and they don't necessarily approach you, do you think the eye contact and the head nod or the double guns or the "I know you're here, sir," does that suffice until you need
Yes.
assistance? Okay.
I think that's better than "Can I help?"
So you're looking for
Just
looking for acknowledgement.
I want to be known that I've entered the store.
I'm here. I plan to
I
shop.
want to be acknowledged
Allow me.
that I am in the building.
So I had this.
However, leave me the fuck alone.
I had this happen to me
With a head
recently.
nod, which is the acknowledgement, but without the pressure of having to make a decision.
Yeah, and I'll
Right.
tell you what, I'll get even more specific. I want the upward head nod.
Right.
Which is like the "what's up" to a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the down head nod is like, "I don't know you.
Down-
is everything cool?"
The down.
Or you're done.
yeah. I want the upward head nod, like "what's up?"
You good?
And yeah, you'll let me know.
And then you
Always.
No, but if
give
he
him the head nod.
says
Yeah.
you're good, that's too much. I don't want
So
that.
here's a thing that
Just
happened
the
to
head
me.
nod.
Here's
Just the
something
head
that
nod.
happened to me recently, right? So I went to Lowe's and I was looking for a butane can that goes to a torch, right?
A butane torch?
Yeah, no,
We sell
just the can.
propane and
Just the can.
propane accessories.
just the can itself, right? Not the torch. I have the torch part already. I just need the can. And
Yes.
I went in there and I thought I knew where I was going to look, right? I initially went to like the barbecue area, right? They had all the grills and shit. Nothing there.
I just say BBQ to save time.
And so I went to an employee. Hey, I'm looking for this. Oh, that's in tools. So I walk to tools. I don't see it. Then I'm like, fuck, now I have to search for another person. Hey, I'm looking for this particular thing. Oh, yeah. Aisle 17 and 18. Thank you. All right, this guy knows what he's talking about. I go to aisle 17 and 18, and I'm like, this shit is not anywhere in these aisles. What the fuck is going on? And then I have to find another person, and they're like, oh yeah, that's actually in between both of those aisles, in this mini aisle in
Like,
between the
secret
two.
aisle.
Hold up.
It's the
It's a
only
secret
part
aisle.
where
So,
two aisles meet each
I have a
other.
question.
And like there was
9 3/4.
Yeah, it
Are
was
you going to
17
Hogwarts?
3/4.
Are you going to Hogwarts
Yeah,
for this fucking butane?
Yeah, it was 17
That's
and 3/4.
fucking amazing. Buy a wand while you're there.
That's where I found
right
it.
next to the owls.
So can somebody please fucking order more butane tanks at goddamn Lowe's?
Stop storing it at fucking
If
Hogwarts.
you go to a Home Depot or Lowe's, there's two types of workers there. There's either the person that knows to the T where that item is,
Exactly.
no matter what you ask them, or that's not my section.
yeah.
That's
That's absolutely true.
I know nothing.
Yeah, sometimes I'll ask for where something is, and they'll tell me like a kind of like
General area.
Yeah, general area.
They're like in the store. You're like,
Yeah.
cool.
Can you show me?
No,
where this is?
but like I'll check in the general area, and then I'll ask someone else, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's right here," and it's like a 2-inch space.
Yeah, it's like a tiny
Yeah,
little section.
like at the highest point.
Well, it just goes to show you can get a lot accomplished in 2 inches.
Your
So,
best bet
it's
is to ask the old man with the Vietnam veteran hat on.
that doesn't work there. That
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
work there.
He doesn't even work there. He just hangs
knows
out.
where everything is.
Yeah, he doesn't work.
He doesn't work there.
He just
goes there
wears
for
the
fun.
Home Depot shirt.
He
He
goes
goes
for-
around there all day.
It's like the Ron Swanson
Random
approach.
citizens.
Ron Swanson approach. You know, they walk up just like, I know more than you.
One time I
and he
wanted to
speaks
get
Vietnamese.
one time I wanted to get something from Bucky's from like the top shelf, and I was too short, and I asked this guy who was
Excellent
huge.
rapper.
I was like, "Hey, can you help me with something?" And he's like, "I don't work here," and I was like, "I know."
But you are tall, sir.
But you are tall.
Like, you're just tall.
Can I use your tallness for one moment?
I don't need your employment. I need your
I
height.
love when people ask, like,
Yeah, ask if you're. If
yeah, I've had people that have asked me, like, can you help me? And I just pretend, like, yeah, sure. What do you need? And I, like, walk them to the section or whatever. I think it's
I
great.
do the exact
I love
opposite.
it.
Hey, and
they,
then
they come and ask me, and I go, I don't know, man. I'm looking for my stuff too.
I love it. I just go along with it. I love it.
yeah,
Like,
I
can you
love
help
to-
me? You're like, yeah, sure, with the blades.
If I can help them, I will help them
Yeah,
and
me
guide
too.
them to it. And then they'll be like, thank you. And I'll just, no, do you work here? No.
Do you hold out your hand for a tip?
By the
Yeah.
way, I don't work here.
Just
I know. I give them a high five.
quick money, right? All right. So, we want to introduce this new segment. If you've been listening to the beginning of the podcast, episode 1 through whatever the fuck we're on now, you hear we like to talk about some mythological creatures and defense against them. So we're going to start a new
In a grappling context.
in a grappling context. So we are going to start a new segment here. We have with Coach Ricky Rivas. I'm still going with like 39 or 40, level 47 summoner. Is that offensive?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Anyway, he rolled really high on his charisma, so I'm going to let him win that one.
Big eye roll there.
Anyway,
Coach Ricky.
so all right. So here it is. It's a defense against the bestiary with Coach Ricky, man. So he's gonna pick a creature from his D&D.
Ricky's Rascals.
Ricky's Rascals. I like it.
So today we're going to talk about a tabaxi. A tabaxi is a cat humanoid, right? It has claws, right? So it's going to be hard to grip up with this person or thing, right?
Thing.
And it's also
Humanoid.
like more dexterous than any human out there, right? More flexible, quicker.
Quaker.
Quicker.
How is his religion?
about
Yeah, is he
Yeah, no, you get well fed afterwards.
And
Cool, right?
So
and it has a different range of motion because it's a cat, but it can stand on its hind legs.
excellent. So here are the requirements. We are fighting this feline humanoid under IBJJF rules. Quick question. You said it has claws, correct? Are the claws retractable?
Yes.
Yes.
What are some of the
Okay,
other?
so-
What are some of the
Gi or
other
no
traits
gi?
that it has?
Gi or no gi?
There's a lot of stuff here. What
It's
are the
good.
other traits that it
Is
has?
this gi or no gi?
We're doing no gi, and we
Saint
cannot.
kimono.
Hold on, we cannot bring the claws into account because under IBJJF
Okay,
rules,
well,
you
okay,
get fingernail
look, so
inspection
first
at
of all,
weigh-ins.
And I spoke with this about Coach Ricky earlier. I suggested that we start off with a bit more relatable character because nobody knows what a fucking tabaxi is.
But think of Chitara.
They know what a cat is.
Think
A
of
thunder cat.
Chitara.
I'm
It's a
gonna go
thunder
with
cat.
Just think of Chitara.
So first thing I'm doing, I'm putting catnip in his pre-workout.
That's a fucking dumb answer.
That's
How are you
illegal.
gonna have
That
access
is
to his
illegal.
pre-workout? Is he gonna just let you?
He's gonna be in the bullpen of the tournament.
And so you're gonna grab his pre-workout?
I'm pretty sure
How
that's
many?
cheating.
That's
When
is
he's
cheating.
talking to his cat
That is
friends, I'll just pop over there, put some catnip in there.
so you're
and it's
gonna
easy.
cheat then. So
Bro.
Professor Brandon by cheating.
Brandon,
He is a trained animal.
you are like the Tanya Harding
He
of
is a trained
IBJJF.
animal. I'm just a human.
You're cheating.
An amazing human, but still just a human. Okay, he is a monster. Of course, I'm going to try to take every advantage that I can.
Well,
If you're
hold
not
up.
cheating, you're not winning.
Hold up, time out. So this
Go
is
Tricky,
the thing,
go
though.
ahead.
This is the thing. It's under IBJJF rules, so the claws do not come into play
Stupid.
because we have fingernail checks now. So here's the thing: you won't have to worry about grips, but
Is this tail prehensile?
the tail is prehensile. But here's also the thing: how would you hit throw this feline creature because it will always land on
have
its
to pull
feet?
guard. Yeah, you
How-
gotta. You gotta
you
pull
have
guard.
to
I
pull
wouldn't
guard and
throw
work a
it.
bottom
Yeah,
game.
you
I
would not.
wouldn't
You
throw
can't
it.
go for takedown.
You have to work a bottom game.
It has to engage.
Absolutely.
You can take it down, but you're gonna go double under, squish the back. So like,
Well, no. Here's my thing. From bottom, do you think you could get the cat-like creature to put his paws on the ground? Obviously, because they land feet first on the ground, and then trap with a whizzer. Because even if we're not rolling no gi, you can still get a whizzer control and look for a half butterfly sweep.
I think you got to pull guard. You got to really work to get to close guard. You make him put his front paws on the mat.
Mhm.
Come on.
Now, what I would do is I would set the
Kimura.
matchup. I would set the matchup on a mat that also had like a kitchen counter on the border that had.
But then
like,
the cat would push you off the counter.
No, that had like glasses and stuff on the edge, which would distract the cat because you want to push him off the edge. As he was distracted, then I would execute my takedown and complete.
But what if the human state was dominating the psyche at that time? So he's just like,
Yeah, because I mean,
fucking,
you have to
who
think
put a
it's
goddamn counter on my
it's
mat?
a fully humanoid thing, so it's gonna be like, I'm not gonna jump on the counter for this idiot.
That's
It's
an
just an
instinct.
easy
He
setup.
can't help that.
It's not an instinct to jump on counters. There weren't counters in the wild. like cats didn't grow up with just fucking shelves and counters.
Yeah, they did.
In
Yes.
Africa, you go to Africa and then
That's their natural
the
habitat.
trees just
No.
have shelves and counters
Yeah.
all over the
Look,
place.
no, I have to. They call it the African shelf. It is a flat piece of land.
Yeah, and they would push stuff off.
Absolutely. Why do you think the Earth isn't flat anymore? We had to round it up.
Anymore?
Yeah.
Anymore?
Well, yeah, it evolved.
Somebody rounded
Wait,
it?
hold up. So you don't
Somebody
believe
had-
you don't believe in evolution?
Somebody had to round it off.
The
cats
Earth
rounded
the Earth evolved to defend itself against the cats pushing everything off. It's evolution, man. It's science.
I think what you should do is you should snap down, which will instinctively get them to put their paws on the ground, and then you just go for a guillotine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a valid.
Guillotine.
A guillotine.
We pronounce L here in America.
There's an L.
Coach
There are
Ricky.
L's here.
But there's two L's next to each other, and them being slightly darker than us. I mean, the ye.
Still an L.
The ye.
Just say the L
it's still-
twice.
no,
Guillotine.
Guillotine.
The guillotine.
The guillotine.
The guillotine.
Well,
I like
okay.
that.
On a serious note, I mean, I think
let's bring this back to reality.
Grappling a cat-like creature. I don't think it really changes the game that much. Actually, you're dealing with a humanoid. They've got arms. They've got legs. They've got a neck.
They have a tail.
In this case, they have a tail. That's correct. I'm trying to think about how the tail would affect the match.
Maybe balance.
Yeah.
Balance, I think.
Yeah, you said it's prehensile. You know what I mean?
But do they have thumbs or do they have paws?
No opposable thumbs.
No, they don't have opposable thumbs. Just paws.
Well, in the picture they do. In the picture they do.
In the so he
snap.
can actually grab his own tail.
So his
almost,
front paws have opposable thumbs, but
I'm
the
just
rear
saying.
paws.
I'm just
do
saying.
not.
True.
Tournament.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
he could grip
yeah.
up.
but I think we agree you'd have to play a bottom game just because of the feline abilities to
I
stay
think
on
you
the
wanna
top.
snap
you don't
Well,
think?
obviously he has cat-like ability, so I mean, you're probably not going to take him down. I would say you're going to pull guard.
You don't think so? What about you, Austin? You're shaking your head over
So
here.
That's probably
I'm
take the back.
I'm gonna tail drag.
Yeah, but how are you going to get to it? It's behind it.
It's gonna be whipping
That's
around
ridiculous.
from side to side.
Cartwheel pass.
Professor Burrow, take the
It's-
mic
no,
back.
no,
Take
no,
the mic
no.
back, Professor
He's standing
Burrow.
on his
Take the
back
mic
feet.
back.
He's standing on his back feet. Tail's whipping from side to side. I'm looking for it. I'm gonna
Well,
tail drag. Yeah,
Austin, Austin,
I'm gonna catch a moving tail. I'm gonna
Austin's
tail
actually
drag.
coming in with a pickle, and he's going to drop a pickle on the ground. And
I
the
like
cat's gonna
your
skip.
enthusiasm.
I'm gonna tail drag, and then I'm
Uh,
gonna control the back hips.
I like
right?
your
I'm gonna work my
enthusiasm,
way up.
2014, but
I'm looking
it's
for
just-
the. I'm looking for the oil check.
I don't see it. That's illegal.
Is it?
Well, it's frowned upon.
Hockey technique.
It's frowned upon.
The hockey triangle.
There you go.
Dude, some fucking guy did that to me today. It made me so mad. Dude.
Yeah?
Hey, you
Pulled you up.
Yeah, dude, I got hockey guarded today. I was so pissed.
That's good. That's good.
It was really awful.
Professor Allen, what do you think?
I'm gonna pull guard, and so if you know anything like a cheetah or cat-like bullshit, they got a thin neck, right? So you have to go for the neck, right? So one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab with the left hand. I'm gonna sit up, right? I'm gonna try to go under like this, and then just do a.
So guillotine.
So you're gonna try to do what I said? Okay, cool.
So hold up.
Okay.
So we've all agreed we're on the bottom, and we'll finish with a guillotine.
Yeah, I think you got to pull guard.
Guard to guillotine.
You know,
Except
and
for
I think when you pull, you got to go for a submission. Obviously, the agility's off the chart.
I think you got to go with the Kimura because a cat's always gonna land on its feet.
Yeah.
So you got to try to sweep it over your head so it posts its hands.
Well, what's gonna happen?
Or like your telephone arm lock.
Arms, right? So if you go for a Kumar, you're gonna straighten it out. So you're gonna either
Yeah.
you're gonna go for the back, which you're not gonna win that battle, right?
Yeah.
Or he's gonna come back on top of you. So you're gonna have to either go for an arm bar or go for the neck.
I don't know about an arm
When you
bar.
first engage, are you guys envisioning that this thing is going to be on 4 feet or on 2 feet?
Oh, this thing's gonna fucking
That's what I'm
pounce.
thinking. It's
Yeah,
2.
I'm guessing it's on
You think-
2. Yeah, I guess
I'm
it's on
thinking 2.
It's gonna do a jumping guard
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
they
feel
do
like
that.
it's gonna do that. It's gonna do that.
It's gonna do a jumping pass.
gonna do
No,
that
you
cat
know what?
pounce.
Like that's an interesting point. I've seen cats in the guard before. They're not very good. They just push.
Yeah.
They just use all
Maybe
4
pull
legs.
guard
They
and-
just push. So actually, it might be smarter hit the takedown. Right now, we've talked about the agility is off the chart.
High crotch.
You go to the back.
Well, and we go to the back. We can go low single. You know what I mean? Sprawl's not going to work. Okay, sprawl's not going to work.
Their dexterity is so much. The moment you take them down, they're gonna pop back up.
Well, okay. So, Coach Ricky, has this cat creature been trained in jiu-jitsu? No. Is that correct?
No.
No,
we're-
let's say
t-
white belt, 2 stripes.
Do you hold up? Do you find this cat in a dungeon or in the free roam world? Is he a dungeon creature?
This is free roam world.
Okay, so
So he hasn't encountered humans, maybe.
no, this is a free range trained cat creature. There's no legitimate
And if it's a
jujitsu
cat,
schools in
he probably
his
trained
area.
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu.
Absolutely no.
Yeah.
gay.
Oh, yeah.
So he
He-
for sure.
Man, he's got a sweet rash
What
guard,
if the
dude.
cat
absolutely.
It's so awesome.
Rash guard game on point.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, well, no, that's
It's got like a skeleton
Coach
on
Ricky,
it.
I
It's
just-
lime green.
I'm not
flatter.
worried of the cat's guard. I've seen cat's guards before. They just push. So I mean, worst case scenario, if they do pull, it's like Professor Allen. I just ride it out till they get tired, and then I pass the guard,
They don't
mount,
have-
finish.
They don't
you know?
have the.
I feel like control
So I
like
have-
pressure.
I have
Me too. You get extra.
so I have a question though. Would an ankle lock be a viable option on a cat because of the fact that their ankle is like
Let me see.
higher?
Let me see a
So
picture
I
of
think,
this thing.
I think it would be
Let
a
me
little
see
bit
this.
more. I think the ankle of a dog or a canine or a feline is way more vulnerable because it is the joint is way stretched out. They stand on their
Stiffer.
toes pretty
Stiffer.
much.
Yeah.
It's way stiffer, so it's a lot more rigid. So it would take less to break. So I think an ankle lock would be a key submission to go for with these type of
I think
humanoid
It
animals.
would be all or nothing there. You're either gonna get it or he's gonna get you.
So you
I still
pull to
think
X?
neck's the best.
So
I still
yeah.
think a neck.
No, so if he pulls and for some reason he has an outstanding guard.
Well, okay, if we're gonna sweep, this is what we got to do. Okay, now this is one of my favorite sweeps. I use it on a pretty regular basis. Okay, now it's not super common, right? Now we know the cat obviously has got cat-like reflexes, right?
And a tail.
Great
you can
balance
use for basing.
and a tail. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna lock a closed guard around his, I was gonna say knees, but as Professor Berto said, they kind of walk on the toes, kind of his upper leg, right? So we're not around the waist. We got a figure 4 around the legs.
His kitty Achilles.
Lagartitia.
Lagartitia,
That's right.
Lagartitia.
Lagartitia, right?
Who's
and,
Letitia?
And then we're gonna sweep
it's a difference.
either
Oh.
right to the mount,
She does
or
nails.
if he uses his paws and his tail to base, we're gonna slip out the other side and do a head and arm choke. I think that's the strategy.
And this is
So
also
choke.
because it can't use its claws because it's IBJJF.
Yeah, you got to get
Yes.
you get nail checked.
Yeah, no claws.
Yeah.
Get nail
no
checked.
claws.
For some reason, I think cats are really good at Barambola. I just have that in my head.
No, because you know what Professor Berto said about the legs.
Yeah, they're neat.
They're not gonna work. Their daily heave is not gonna work very well.
The same.
No, but their bodies.
No, I think they can crab ride.
Yeah,
They
but
invert
their
well.
legs-
No,
their
the
legs
crab
can't
ride is
straighten.
probably
Yeah,
something
and
they
again,
can
I mean, there's documented footage of Cat's guard. It's just not very good.
I think Cat's
They just
inverted
push.
guard. I
You
feel
know,
like
they
the
just
Cat's
push.
inverted guard is better than their standard closed guard.
No, a
I
cat.
think
You know, Cat's
a
very
little bit- yeah.
Cat's very similar to a wrestler.
Yeah, but
Right?
they're pretty good at
They,
judo.
they don't want to
for
be on
sure.
their they,
Yeah,
they don't
for
want to
sure.
be on their
I see
back.
that.
They're gonna
They're good at
turn.
judo.
They're gonna
Yeah.
turn on all fours instantly. Maybe rear naked choke is our best
And
bet
they'll
here.
sacrifice
They-
whatever they do to get
Just
up.
like a
Yeah,
judo
exactly.
where they grab the
They're
back
kind
of
of like
the
a
knee.
striker. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
with the
Kind of like think about Chuck Liddell. He's like a cat. You know what I mean? He has no guard at all. He's just trying to get up. He's gonna use the fence.
Well, somebody
So
new at jiu-jitsu.
yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I feel like that is the first time Chuck Liddell has ever been like referred to as a cat. He is not the most nimble of motherfuckers. He
But
hits
all he
hard.
wants to do is get up.
Yeah.
My point is that he exposes a lot just to get up.
Yeah.
And I think a cat's gonna be the same way.
Yeah, no,
they don't want to
absolutely.
be on their back. They don't want to get wet. You know what I mean? So they're always going to be turning, trying to get up, and maybe.
You know
So
what?
I
That,
feel
that,
like-
that probably means that you could probably make them give
I've-
up their back, right? They would probably.
Well, if we go back to
If they're trying to
one of the
stand up-
topics from earlier, now I disagreed with your answer that Lionheart was one of the best martial arts movies of all time.
But-
However, if we did fight in a half-filled pool, now we're talking.
Yeah.
That's a whole
I
new-
think
that's a new
serious
dynamic. That-
disadvantage.
Now
that's not
I
IB.
think-
Serious
That's not
disadvantage.
IBJJF legal.
Well, but then we got.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
you gotta think about
IBJJF
it.
legal.
So wait, no. So look, hey, no. This is bullshit though. Not all cats are scared of water. This is bullshit.
That's true.
Because
Tigers love water.
Tigers love water.
Tigers love water.
Jaguars love water.
So-
So this is kind of like a little
I have a
little
question.
niche thing,
but
Do
a
you think-
typical,
like
Now-
a house cat.
I mean, yeah, we don't know what kind of
We have no idea.
cat this is.
Okay, so hold up. From looking at the pictures and the markings on it, it looks like it has cheetah type
Looks like
markings.
a cheetah.
Is that correct?
I would say cheetah.
So we're gonna say
actually.
wild or
leopard. Are a
leopard.
little,
It's in a tree.
Either way,
I would say leopard.
Oh,
Either
yeah,
way,
it is in
it's
a
not a
tree.
house cat.
It is
I
in
would
It's
say
not
leopard.
a tabby.
I would say leopard.
It's not a tabby.
Yeah, probably more leopard.
So I have a question.
Probably more leopard.
Getting back to your cats don't like water and everything. Do you think
In general.
Do you think if you sweated enough onto the
No,
cat from
no,
a top position, it would
no,
be like fuck
no,
this?
No.
So it's not that resistant to
So
water.
well, it
Okay.
depends. Like, are they training with
Juicy J.
Juicy J,
Juicy J, shout out.
or WC Dean?
We don't know. if
Oh
it's training.
shit.
WC Dean is
Oh,
another
shit.
heavy sweater.
That's right.
Who?
Don't you
No,
worry
the
about that,
fight's gonna
Professor.
last. It's going to be a lot shorter. Than
This will be as long or as short as that cat pleases. All right, so what was that creature called, Ricky? That was a
That was a tabaxi.
tabaxi. I want to write that down. TAB axi, right? AXI.
TAB
T-Pang.
T-Pain.
TABAXI. So like
TABAXI.
so like taxi with a couple extra letters.
And there's an insert here I want to read. It's just the insert is titled "The Cat Lord." The deity of the tabaxi is
Yeah.
a fickle entity, as befits the patron of cats. The Bataxi believe that the cat lord wanders the world, watching over them and intervening in their affairs as needed. Clerics of the cat lord are rare and typically access the trickery domain.
Oh, what do you?
Well,
you know,
Actual people
humans.
that select this as their character to like play the game.
Or is this a creature you encounter?
Yeah, no, I play this as a character.
So you
Now,
can
You're
so-
the cat girl.
Let me ask you this. Would the cat
Cat
lord
girl.
be in the corner during the fight?
Not physically.
now I'm picturing Chitara
Only in spirit?
with that orange unitard, bro, with the little Thundercat belt buckle. You know what I'm talking about.
There's no way this is a cat dude. This is like a little cat girl, right? Climbing trees.
No, why do you
Becoming
assume
male and
cats
female.
are feminine?
Because that's how it is. Dogs are boys, cats are girls.
Dogs is guys, and cats is girls.
dogs is
Absolutely.
guys.
I say
Dogs is dudes.
Why
Guys,
can't we
cats,
just be
girls.
people?
Yeah, why can't we just be people?
Because
We're
we're
talking about dogs.
we're talking about animals. That's why.
yeah, but
Talking
dogs,
about tree
but
cats.
dogs also have male and female.
Why do we got to put on the
why can't that bird be a cow? Because we're talking
It's
about fucking birds.
2019.
Does it?
Yeah, but not
does it
not back when.
distinguish, gender for this character.
Yeah, how is the D&D bestiary in reference to gender? How many
Is
gender
it non-binary?
options are there?
So, well, no, there's male and female, but
Whoa, there's
Yeah,
more
that's
than
a
two
social
genders,
construct,
sir.
man. What are you talking
There
about?
are more than two genders, sir.
Is it a zer?
or ma'am?
if
Or
you-
man,
once you
shim.
go to
What's
a
his
name
pronoun?
generator, you can pick between male
How's he
and female
identify?
name generators for the tabaxi.
Do any of these tabaxis
what
ever
are the other
identify as
options
a
besides Male
dog?
and female.
just cat person.
Cat peenies.
I mean, come on, this is 2019. I mean, there's got to be.
That's not very progressive.
I feel like this is. I feel like we're towing lines that we probably. You know what? Fuck it, Ricky. No. Come on, dig this hole a little bit deeper for us.
I did not
Talk to us about
How do you see yourself?
the genetic.
Well, so okay, let me ask you this: does the cat creature identify as a cat creature or as a human?
Mine does. Mine identifies as a.
So
It's not binary.
we're talking about a cat creature that identifies as a cat creature.
Does your personal character prefer the greeting hello or meow?
Hello. Who did they
Okay.
vote for?
He speaks common and he speaks Elvish.
So common. That's kind of offensive. So does your
Now, when you say he speaks Elvis, does that mean he sings in song? So, like, my blue suede shoes, and I mean,
when Elvis
Yeah.
when Elvis was acting in movies, he would like sort of recite all of his lines in a song.
well, yeah, I'm
like,
guessing that's Elvis.
Hey Elvis, like
they're like, this is
how
a
did
musical
you-
asshole.
like you guys, you're racing later for like your pink slips, and he's like, we're gonna win this race. And they're like, hey, do you want something to drink, Elvis?
I didn't
And he's
even
like,
know he was speaking a different language. I thought it was just English.
I love it. It's so good.
Going to drink.
He was a fucking horrible actor. It was the worst. It was the worst.
He
shit.
wasn't that good. I've seen horrible actors. He was not that good. I'm telling you.
He's an American legend. Both of you.
And a
hush.
bad actor.
Absolutely, he is. You know who
No,
else is
I
an
would
American
go.
legend?
I would.
It's cool.
Honey
but,
Boo Boo.
At the end of it, you're so burnt out on Elvis because you go through like this.
Is that really possible?
Man, fuck Elvis.
Yes.
Is that really possible to get burnt out on Elvis?
Fuck Elvis. He was a piece of shit.
Speaking on behalf of a lot of white people, yes,
this
there is
dude-
such thing as too much
This
Elvis.
dude went to the White House high on pills.
Sir.
He went to the White House high on pills and asked Nixon to become an honorary DEA agent, and Nixon
is
was
true.
like,
And he was a
yes,
black belt.
And he made it
yes,
happen.
of course.
He's like, I got you, fam.
Absolutely.
Elvis
And he gave him a gun and a badge.
He was
great,
he,
dude.
he
It's
was
like
a
Steven
he was a
Seagal.
method agent. You know, he's like, I really got to get into the
Have you
role of
seen
DEA
his,
agent. Give me
karate
some
videos?
drugs.
Yes.
where he's like performing in front of everybody and he's like barely trying.
He's pretty high level, man.
He's like, when they throw the kick in, you got to just shimmy this way. You know? like how you gonna slip the? You got to slip the punch like that. You know,
This was like at the height of his pill days.
Oh yeah.
when they come at you, you're like,
He has no idea what's going on, but these people are.
Okay, hang on. Let me ask you this: who at this table is a black belt in karate? Exactly. All of you, shut up.
No.
Because Elvis
No,
is
are
a
you?
black. Elvis is a black belt.
How much-
he's
I don't
also-
want to.
he's
I don't
also
want
a
to
huge
hear.
piece of shit.
I don't want to hear y'all's white belt judgment
Look,
of an American legend
I never saw
and
no.
a black belt.
No, he's a piece of
Elvis
shit.
Do my bot method, so I
You
don't
should
know.
be
No,
calling him Sensei
I don't know if
Elvis.
he's-
That's true. I bought Zach's instructional video on the Bob method. It was a 5-minute video, but I feel like I've learned a lot. It was a Vine.
It's the most
I don't know how you
effective-
posted a Vine in
It's the most
2019.
effective karate technique there is.
It is
Do
true.
y'all think if Elvis had like an instructional DVD, he would have sang all of the techniques?
I would hope he would. Yeah.
An instruction on how to rape young women.
Did he? Wait, did he?
Whoa.
Whoa.
I think you're just throwing out.
Whoa.
Whoa, accusations.
Look,
Whoa.
An antagonism to a whole nother.
I understand the man is dead,
Accusations.
sir, but damn, rein it in.
I didn't know that.
Whoa.
It's all right. Do you even know who Elvis is? Can you spell Elvis?
See, these days you can just accuse anybody. of anything.
Elvis or Elvis?
Elvis.
I think you would.
Elvis.
I think you would have a great
El-
like
Elvis.
hand in the collar game.
That's good.
Hand the collar.
Yeah, like old school. I think because he came in the 70s. Where
I think
wearing
he'd
big
have
collars.
a good like hand on the pants
If
opening.
you look at the
Yeah.
old military,
I think you'd have a good. I think
Yeah.
you'd have a good.
Old Elvis, the big Elvis, smash and pass.
Oh yeah, no, top game.
Yeah,
galore.
over under. If you get him on his back, he's done.
Yeah.
I think.
But like Elvis in shape, I think he had a pretty good like deep hand in the collar, right? And then if he sweeps, he's going margarita. I think.
I think he has a.
that sumo squat from him.
No, I think he's got a good bullfighter pass because like he can go both directions. He just starts swinging those hips and everything. He's like,
That's a fair
and then he
point.
gets around.
Everybody's
That's
on
a
the
fair
show.
point.
Yeah.
You see me, he's like, I don't give a fuck.
So
I'm
do you
looking
think
good.
He doesn't
Say
give a
Elvis
fuck.
started doing jiu-jitsu back then, or Elvis at his height is now today the same person and he's doing jiu-jitsu? Do people let him win because they want to be his friend, or do they
Oh,
Kill
hell
him.
Bro, you choked the rhinestones off that motherfucker. You choked the rhinestones off that
think,
motherfucker.
I mean, probably you choke him.
I
Yeah,
think
choke him.
Something about the
Probably
culture
you
in
beat him.
jiu-jitsu is that like you're really thankful to meet somebody either famous training jiu-jitsu or famous because they are so good at jiu-jitsu. And I think the best way to show them that you admire them is to train as hard as you can.
them.
Yeah, so like for sure, if I get a chance to tap out Keanu,
That's
I'm
not
gonna
what-
tap out Keanu.
Because that's not what happened when he did this karate. They were
No.
flying through the room.
Now,
Oh yeah,
going back to
it's like Steven
like,
Seagal's
I've had
Aikido.
times where and old coaches and all this, you've had times to tap an old coach. I don't do it.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about, Professor. I'm talking about like a celebrity, right? So like let's say you meet like Keanu
Ashton
Reeves is
Kutcher.
easy, but yeah, Ashton Kutcher. You meet Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton
You-
Kutcher?
You look up to him. He's a great
I don't
actor.
look up to him.
I don't.
As,
look,
I mean,
I know-
as an act, yeah. So you look to him as an actor, whatever. Like
Oh, yeah,
you're gonna
yeah,
try to
yeah.
kill him, right? Whenever you train, you're
I'll
gonna
try to.
you're not gonna train.
This is
super
what I would do.
rough.
I would
this is what
train
do.
hard
This
just
is
at
what
the
I would
beginning.
do.
I could be like,
I would
pumped.
triangle choke him, and I would say, "That's for the butterfly effect, motherfucker."
Oh,
Great.
oh,
I thought
hold
you-
up!
I
I gotta
thought
get a
it
five
It
on
was
that. That
pretty
is
good.
like-
It was pretty good.
I honestly thought you were gonna say you just got punked. That's what I thought you were gonna
Oh
say.
shit, that's good.
Motherfucker, I just got punked.
Like
That's
triangle,
what I should
like
do.
triangle him and be like, you just got punked, bitch.
That's what I should do.
Yeah,
Man.
Like what if
That's
Jean-Claude
man.
Van Damme
Making
was a blue
Justin
belt?
Timberlake cry.
I would smoke Van Damme. I bet he got a great guard though. He's off the splits and shit.
So that's what I'm saying, Professor Allen. Like, what is somebody that you think, like, whether
did anybody
celebrity
train
or
with
just
Anthony
famous?
Bourdain when he came here?
Professor Marcelo did.
Yeah, but did anybody not him?
Okay,
I mean,
wait,
Okay, this
I
is
didn't-
good.
I
This
didn't
is
get a
good.
chance.
Did
Yeah.
you
Wait, what?
train with
Anthony Bourdain when he was here.
No, he came
Demi
before. I
Lovato?
could. So that's what I was thinking, right? So this poses an interesting question, which I'd like to ask my co-podcasters: is if there was one person that you could train with, like assuming they're like they do jujitsu and they're pretty decent at
like
it.
I could train with any person that I
Pick a
want,
person in
Like dead or
history,
alive?
dead or alive, dead or alive.
and I get to train with them hard.
Yeah.
My dad.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that's
Submission.
Damn.
Yeah, I
The gauntlet's been dropped.
I think my dad. I let him know the pressure's coming.
shit.
I'll tell you a quick story. This is a true story, and
We gotta get back to the question.
hang
but
on.
I
No,
wanna
hang
hear
on.
this- I want to hear this.
Hang on. This is good.
I do want to hear this.
I mean, I hate telling this because it's embarrassing, but at the same time, like, God, dog. So, at this time, I'm probably, I don't know, 22. You know, and I'm probably a purple belt maybe. And I'm at the lake with my family, and like my dad's been drinking, and I was probably drinking, and we end up like we're gonna wrestle, right? And I'm like, all right, this is it. Like we're like in a good mood. You're like, we're not like mad. I'm not mad. We're in a good mood, and I'm like, this is it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna take him down and submit him. It's gonna be great. And so I'm standing there like real relaxed, and I say like. Well, I kind of like turn. I kind of like we're really close, like right next to each other, and I kind of turn. I guess kind of like to like my family and be like, "What are the rules?" And like as I am speaking, now we were talking about video games earlier. If anybody remembers Paul on Tekken 2, well, I mean he's on 1 and 2.
With that big old high.
Yeah, so he had hit one of his key combos. He would like step behind you and then elbow you in the chest and knock you over. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Iron Broom kind of.
Yeah, Iron Broom.
Iron Broom.
My dad executed that technique on me flawlessly. Flawlessly. I mean, my amazement is only matched by my embarrassment, right? About what this man did to me.
This is why you want the rematch.
Oh my God. He stepped behind me, took me off my feet. I mean, I was
You've been training
embarrassed.
for that. You've been so
beat up
you're
by-
ready.
I was,
By
man,
your son.
I was so mad.
That's a good one.
That's just saying.
My brothers had to separate us after that. So to answer
That's
the
a good one.
question,
The rematch.
if I had to grapple anyone, it would be my dad.
What about you, Coach Ricky? Who do you want to grapple in with?
I don't know. Give me some time. I pass.
Excellent, good answer. What about
That
you,
shit
Professor
was
Allen?
on.
I think my brother, right? I
Yeah.
think, the whole time, I tell him, hey, I'm
Older brother?
older brother.
Older brother?
Oh, yeah.
Does he train or
Older
anything?
brother.
I've already settled those scores many times. Many times I've settled those
Put that
scores.
stake in the heart,
Oh
right?
yeah.
He doesn't train, and the times that we messed around, like I've been on top of it. It's like a plane thing.
How if you don't mind me asking, what's the size of your brother? I mean, does he outweigh you? Is he a bigger build than you?
He ain't Rooster
Similar
either.
build?
He's not Rooster either.
Okay.
He's Rooster. he's
Okay.
How many years
So
difference?
basically, what you're saying is fighting
So
your
you're
brother is
bully.
like fighting Professor Brandon.
yeah.
Okay, excellent. So continue with your story about how this happened.
I didn't know your brother's a world champion black belt.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. Same result.
Oh, so it's not the
So
same.
look, let me tell you something. No, but I would say it would be my brother because every time I tell him, hey, I do jiu-jitsu, you get this little smirk.
He
like,
calls karate.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then like I put him in compromising positions where I
north south.
shoulder, I put that
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah.
And he's like suffering a little bit, but I want to go all out.
Yeah.
Right? Just
Yeah.
like, have him pass out.
You want
take
to
a
wrist lock
picture,
that motherfucker.
that would be dangerous. But I would say my brother. All the times that I remember, man, my brother used to play around. He would take me down. I would start laughing and anxiety and like just let slobber on me, and you can't get off the mount. It's like,
You shouldn't let that
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do.
Yeah.
You're 4 years younger, so I would do the same thing.
Just slobber on him?
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely. You know
I'd
what?
be like, payback, bitch.
That's good. That is good. That is good.
You got to do the loogie where you like let it like slide out and suck it back
Suck it back
in,
up.
and then-
That's what he used to do, man.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
some controller. That's
Yeah.
like that's Skittles loogie right there. That's after a bag of Skittles. If I could fight anybody, it would probably be my 6-year-old son because he's gonna grow up soon, and
that's
I gotta.
assault.
That's not assault. It's my child. I mean that's discipline. He signed the waiver.
Somebody's been paying attention.
He signed the waiver, but he's gonna get alpha one day, so I got to maintain it as much as I possibly can. But if it wasn't gonna be my child, probably be someone else's child. So, what about?
Can I fight a fictional character?
Anybody.
I struggle with myself daily. You may as well pick a fictional character.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
We'll come back. We'll do a fictional
I'm
character
gonna
after
pick.
this.
I'm gonna pick an actual real person.
Yeah, no, keep it serious, Berto. That's what we need in this podcast.
I would like to train with Marcelo Garcia.
That's actually a good
that's
answer.
something that
That's
I've
actually a good
never
answer.
somebody I've never got
Those are
to
balances.
somebody that I've never gotten to train
My
with.
favorite right there.
Somebody,
Absolutely.
I
Good
got
butterfly
one.
guard.
somebody I've never gotten to train with. Small body, like
So technical,
so
man.
very technical. He's one of the people.
Small body. He's bigger than you.
He's like
We're
180.
about the same size.
No,
Like 180.
no,
No, I mean like frame. I don't mean like weight.
he's bigger than you.
He's not taller than me.
Dude, I've met him several
He's
times.
taller than me.
His legs are bigger than your whole body.
Oh yeah,
For real.
He's taller than
Dude.
He doesn't look taller than 5.
You think Coach Ricky's thick? Come on.
No.
Yeah.
Marcelo Garcia way thicker.
He's thick with 3 C's.
Hey, Marcelo
Bang.
Garcia, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are, slide into Roberto's DMs with your measurements and stuff. He wants weight, height, inseam,
Girth.
and what else are you looking at? Girth. There you go. He wants to know what's
I
up.
want
Right,
girth.
we're talking about
Yeah,
payback.
yeah.
Hey, no, I thought of one though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, 'cause
Maybe it's
look-
Austin's turn.
He,
Go on,
Anyway,
Coach
hold
Ricky.
on.
Go on, Coach Ricky.
Here's his height
Ricky,
weight.
please go ahead. Go ahead.
So whenever you think back to the Olympics, like the old Olympic wrestlers
Yeah, I
who
know.
were
You gonna grapple Dan Gable?
no,
Oh,
John Smith. John Smith.
I want to
You want
way
John Smith?
back, like
Are you gonna say
BC
something Greek?
time. Yes,
Hercules.
BC time.
Yes.
You want to wrestle Hercules?
Yes.
Team Smash.
Whoever.
Yeah, he'd
How do you
kill
know, man?
Because he's a
No,
god.
but
Because they've written fucking epics
He's a
about him.
demigod, but still.
I think it's pronounced demigod.
Wrestle Ben Hur.
That's what I said.
It's a hard eye.
It's a hard
eye.
So per,
the person who won the Olympic wrestling gold medal back in
What's his name?
Whatever.
Okay, that's
Jeff
cool.
Smith.
That's cool.
I don't know. Back in like
John Johnson.
But he's changing the story.
Jeff Jefferson.
Yeah, he is.
Jefferson.
But
Spelled
that's a good
Jeph.
request.
That's
The
good.
first guy who won the Olympics in wrestling in
Yes.
ancient Greece.
That's good. I like
dude,
that. I
You
like
know he's gonna grab your nutsack, dude. Like
they're malnourished.
Well, they do wrestle naked.
like they was wrestling naked. He's
Yeah.
gonna grab your dick, bro.
that. Well, my question, Ricky.
You gonna arm drag somebody grabbing your dick?
Ricky,
Feed
hold
the
up.
sleeve. Feed the sleeve.
Ricky, do they make
the sleeve.
loincloth and fig leaves in your size though? Now that you're thickened up a bit, so I just want to make sure you're gonna be able to meet the required uniform.
He's a
So-
big size
I'm just
4.
saying. Yeah.
Number one,
Fig
grappling
5.
opponent,
Fig 5.
my father. Number 2, Theodore Roosevelt,
That's a good one.
who was a brown belt in judo,
You totally took
a wrestler
That's a good
and a
one.
boxer.
You gonna have
Yep.
a Teddy Rowe? Teddy Rowe?
He knew Japanese jiu-jitsu.
You can go with William
But he,
Taft
yeah, he was judo.
or Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln was a wrestler.
I think
Nah,
Lin-
I'd
I
rather
think
go
Lincoln would.
Teddy.
I think Lincoln would be good
If you
though.
think
How
about
about
like
Feuden?
dirt down, he was a hunter. He was a
He's
man's
judo black
man.
belt.
Like
Yeah.
Teddy's going to be the tougher guy. If you matched up Teddy versus Lincoln, I think Teddy takes him.
I don't know. I heard Lincoln was
Lincoln-
wiry, man.
Yeah, Lincoln's got that body type though, man. If Lincoln can lock in a triangle, man, it's
How many
tight.
times have you gone up with somebody taller than you, linkier? That doesn't make him better fighter. I just think he's more aggressive.
Well, no. So
Yeah,
we're,
like,
co-
I
we're
know
coming.
about that.
We're coming
Yeah,
at Teddy.
lanky people, skinny lanky people are fucking suck.
Yeah,
right?
but we're talking about we're talking about Teddy Roosevelt coming in as a wrestler, right? So you know he's gonna try and shoot.
Well,
first.
but hang on, Professor
Right,
Allen.
but-
Professor Allen had a good one. I don't think anybody heard it.
Yeah, you have Putin. I would.
He's got
wanna-
that.
Now, what he's trying to say is
Combo.
Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir Putin.
Putin is
Yeah.
what he's trying to
Sambo
say.
It sounded like he was wanting
Yeah.
some pudding.
No, we
Yeah.
got. We'll have Zach put some subtitles in for.
What about
What about let me get some
what
pudding?
about Trump
Let me
versus
get some-
Putin? Who wins?
Oh, Trump's hair.
I
Trump's
mean,
hair all day.
Way.
Trump's hair.
Does Trump have any training? Or? Probably
on how to do a comb over.
Dude, of course he has training. He's got billions
take him
and
down.
billions of training, and it's huge.
So
it's
on
huge.
a real note, nobody can get to the level of comb over that our dear president has. That comb over is like
It's the best comb over.
high
It's
level.
the best comb over.
Dude, his
There is nothing else I would compliment about our president.
I don't think
However,
it's
huh?
I don't think it's real.
I think
best-
it's real. I think he's
No, it
growing
is-
out
it's
the
real.
sides so
the best
long.
comb over.
I
He's
think
so
he's-
good.
he's got the
It's a great
monk.
comb over. He's
That's
great.
a
monk that he
dedicated
overgrew,
comb
bro.
over.
Yeah,
It's a
that's good.
dedicated comb
You get to a
over.
certain age, you do not change your haircut, like no matter.
No, because there was
Women get the cabbage hair, and the guys
It's the best comb
There-
over.
they got.
No,
Yeah.
there was a
You work it.
a
You work
photo that went around on the internet where he was getting onto Air Force One,
was blowing
and
over.
the wind
Yeah.
hit him, and it like revealed the comb over.
Yeah.
But there was still that much hair on
That's
that
why.
dude's
That's why.
head.
That's why he doesn't want that fucking wind
He's
power, man. He's talking about the
72 years
fucking
old.
turbines
Yeah.
and shit.
Like somebody that's 70.
Wind cancer, get that fucking hair blown off your head.
Jesus.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
Look at that.
Holy dude, that's a dude. That,
Oh my God.
That's like a 10-footer barrel,
He
man. That
looks
shit'll
like,
spit you out. There's
Bill
like
Murray
5
on
California
Kingpin.
dudes. There's
That's a good reference.
Ernie McCracken.
Ernie McCracken, exactly.
That is an amazing movie. That is an amazing movie.
So Marcelo
Jesus.
Garcia, his height is 5'8" and his weight is 154, according to the internet.
Yeah, that's cutting weight. I'm telling you, man, he is thick.
5'8" would be my brother's height.
what is he on Taco Tuesday? Dude, there's
Probably
a-
160.
165. That sounds about right.
No, yeah, he's walking around at 180 for sure.
Yeah, you think so?
For sure.
I want to know leg diameter.
Is it a one hand?
Yeah,
Can I touch my
for
fingers?
real, I bet it is.
I want the diameter around the upper thigh.
32 inches.
32 inches around. That's
no joke,
So
man.
Marcelo, so who hasn't talked about who they? So you wanted to fight Roosevelt, right? But let's change that up.
If
Since
it's somebody that actually trains.
no, man, you can fuck up whoever you want. man.
Roosevelt trains?
Yeah,
He was a judo.
Demi Lovato.
Yeah, struggling to pass that guard a little bit, I guess.
Very
It
aggressive
would be
answer
tough
right
to get
there.
past that guard.
Yeah.
You've seen her.
What about like
Yeah,
Jigoro
she-
Kano or Elio Gracie?
Nah.
Oh, she go
No?
to Kano. She go to Kano with that short ass belt, that illegal,
man.
that illegal,
That bow tie
I
belt?
just wanna
No,
go back and
you're
ask
talking
a bow tie,
about
bro.
No, Mitsuyo Maeda.
Yeah, you're talking about
Maeda.
Maeda. Yeah, sorry. I would like to go back and ask Maeda what the fuck happened to the rest of his belt because
That was a style back then, man.
no, dude, it didn't even look like he could pull it to be tight.
That was a style. That's how
There
they
was,
did it.
there
It was a bar.
He,
it was a
he also
loner.
had a sleeveless gi.
It was a loner.
That's how they do it,
But maybe
man.
that was
It wasn't sleeveless. It wasn't sleeveless. It was
Shorts, okay,
sleeve.
short sleeves. Still.
Actually, it was like 3/4 sleeve.
That's
It
how
was
they do
it
it.
was
like a
battle
three-quarter.
worn.
It
It was
like,
battle worn.
it was like a baseball tee.
So maybe that was a belt when he was a lot thinner, and he was like,
Yeah.
I refuse to get another belt. No, I'm being serious.
Which happens.
So it happens a lot. You see guys at the academy all the time.
Yep.
That shit looked
Yep.
like the ends of his belt tore off. is
Maybe
what it
that
looked like.
maybe that happened.
Maybe he
It could've.
used it to dispel the life of his enemies. He's like, I'm gonna choke you with
Plus, he
this.
doesn't wash it, so it,
Maybe
Okay,
maybe he was fighting a cheetah.
If you had to
humanoid and
grapple
chew his belt
for
off.
for your life, would you either grapple one jaguar to the death, obviously,
Obviously.
2 baboons,
Fuck.
okay,
No,
or
I would never do.
we're not done
baboons.
yet.
No.
You're either gonna your choices are 1 jaguar,
Yeah.
2 baboons.
Nope.
Now, let me say this: the baboons have not been trained to attack.
It doesn't fucking matter, bro. It doesn't
matter,
fucking
For the nuts.
Well,
Dude.
I'm
They
just
go for the
saying.
face
I'm
and
just
the
saying they
No,
have
it's
not
one
been
set of
trained
animals
to
at a time.
attack as a unit.
but they
Nope.
may run away.
So I don't know.
No.
So
I'm
the,
taking 2 baboons.
1 jaguar,
I'd be JJF rules.
2 baboons,
No way.
or a sea lion
A monkey
in waist deep water.
Oh, sea lion all day. Sea lion all day.
Sea lion.
Sea lion all day.
Sea lion.
If I get my fucking hands on
Professor
him,
Allen, thank you. Sea lion will fucking kill
No,
you.
I think
No.
the
I'd
safest
go with the
answer is Jaguar. Yeah, I think the safest answer is Jaguar. I mean, we have a precedent. We have a precedent, right? Did the lawyer say this?
President Trump?
president or precedent?
Precedent.
Okay.
Trump.
There was a man that killed
Precedent.
a
Trump.
mountain lion
Not a jaguar.
using just jujitsu.
Not a
Bro, he
Not a
did-
jaguar.
he
So-
did. It's different, and it was a baby, bro.
How big is a
And he
baby
didn't use
fucking
jiu-jitsu.
mountain lion?
If you listen to the
It's
interview,
big enough to fucking choke out. Apparently,
and he didn't use jiu-jitsu. If you listen to the interview, he just
Neon
like pushed
throat.
the guy away. Yeah, exactly.
he did knee on
No,
throat.
no. He did stomp on throat.
Yeah, it was basically foot on throat. It was a foot on throat. He
Coach
basically
Ricky,
just
what do you
pinned it
think?
down.
Jaguar, 2 baboons, or a sea lion in water, but just waist deep.
Full-grown
Wait,
male.
baboons in
jaguar.
water?
No,
One baboon can get
Jaguar.
behind you. Are you insane?
dude,
You can't control 2 baboons.
bro, baboons
Yeah,
have
they're
prison
like 40
strength.
pounds each.
Yeah.
Prison
A baboon
strength.
would steal your lunch. They're probably not going to fight you.
I'm gonna.
But they have prison
No, they
strength.
have. I mean,
About chimpanzees.
in this scenario,
We're talking
they have
about a fight to the
Yeah, I'm
death.
fucking
We're talking about a fight to the
chimpanzees.
death.
Yeah.
Dude, 2, I won't take 2 of anything. I'd rather fight the sea lion or the jaguar. Fuck 2 baboons, because one of them is going to get behind you and then bite the
Is there
fuck
point-
out of your neck.
is there
rip
points
your
deduction?
scalp off.
Is there
Yeah, but
points
you don't
deduction
think
for stalling?
you could just smash one of them really quick and then
No,
deal
I
with the
could.
other
No,
one?
I don't think so. I think a 40 or 50 pound baboon is stronger than a 200
Bro,
pound man.
baboons have
Easy.
opposable
Easy.
toes.
Yeah, that's okay. They're stronger, but like it's like strength to weight ratio.
It
But they
doesn't-
have
but it
grip
doesn't
on all
matter,
4
dude.
limbs.
If he grabs my eye, he's gonna rip it off. He grabs my hair, he's gonna tell my scalp off. Like
You
they
know
are
what? I think-
incredibly
I think
strong.
what you gotta
Whatever they
do-
grab is theirs.
It's just like an attack dog. You got to sacrifice your arm,
Yeah.
right?
If it was just one, I would agree with you.
He
But
bites
you
the
said
arm,
2.
and then what you do as he bites your arm, you put your other forearm behind his neck,
You snap his neck.
and you drop exactly.
Yeah, so-
and then one's out of the picture.
no,
and
You know what I
kill
would
the
by
other
the
one.
time you snap that dude's neck, the other one is on your neck, biting
No,
the
hold
fuck
up, hold
out
up,
of you.
hold up.
First of all, my back defense is great.
But this is
Not whenever you're killing a fucking baboon with your bare hands.
You know what you need to do?
It's always great.
This is a game of chances, right? So chances are you're going to lose on all matches, right? If you look at a jaguar, that's 200, 300
Anytime you
pounds
wanna
of
know about
fucking
monkeys,
muscle.
you gotta
Like,
look
you're gonna lose
Yeah.
immediately.
So-
you're going to lose to the jaguar immediately.
Nope, not true.
No, it's true. And
Not
so,
true.
I get it. So you have 2 baboons, right? They're closer. They're lower in weight. They move around somehow.
And again, they have not been trained to cooperate.
Yeah.
You know what I would
You
do?
can pull
They
the
naturally
eye-
cooperate. They're fucking baboons.
I don't know about
dude.
that.
Herd mentality.
They might not be friends.
What can a sea lion do to you? They can't grab you.
Drown you?
They
He'll
can't
drown
grab
you.
you.
He'll grab you by the
they'll
foot.
fuck-
Dude,
They can only bite you. So as long as you can avoid their face.
Man, as long as
I
there's-
would pick it up and hold it out of
I think-
water
Yeah, but-
for like 10 minutes.
Okay, you're in waist high water.
I think
Waist high water, so you can't move very efficiently.
dude, I think as long as there's water, that high
avoiding
potential of
their
them
face, though.
drowning,
Yeah,
you know.
you
But
can't.
like, how you gonna?
And
avoid
they're
this
big
face
too. They're like 800 pounds, man.
A
Yeah, they're
a
big,
sea
yeah.
lion. Wait, are you talking about?
100 pounds.
Wait, what are you talking
Look
about?
it up. Sea lion. Look it up.
All right, sea
A sea lion.
So I'm gonna say between 5 and 800 pounds.
I
They're
think
big.
I think
man.
you're thinking of a walrus.
No, I'm not.
Biggest is actually 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, thank you. Sea
Quick
lions
answer.
are no joke,
Hey,
dude.
Quick answer. Baboons. He's still thinking. Baboons.
Dude, if I had to fight baboons, I would compliment them on their ass because I'm sure they haven't received that much. It would
No,
confuse them.
jaguar.
Get them into the
Jaguar.
mental game.
It's jaguar.
Yeah. Sea
Are you
lions.
talking about the average sea lion, or
I'm just
the
saying, you see a
2,000?
baboon ass,
The
it's not
average. The
attractive.
average.
So it's anywhere from 220 to 2,000.
Look,
For a
if
sea
any,
lion?
Big average.
A
If
sea
any-
lion?
if any of y'all are thinking that
200
two
to
baboons,
2,000?
Yeah.
you get away with
That
two
is a
baboons, it's
fucking hell of a
insane.
tolerance. That's
All right,
like
so-
200 plus or
All right,
minus
so It's a
1,800.
quick answer. So what do you got?
What am I choosing to fight?
Yeah.
What would you prefer to fight?
I gotta go with the baboons.
Baboon.
Y'all are in fucking sane. Y'all are
Man.
living.
Baboons in real life.
Y'all living delusions
Yeah.
of grandeur.
I think I could take-
Insane like a fox.
I kill one, I
Oliver.
gotta fight the other.
That's what I say. That's what I say,
Yeah.
Zach. That's what I
Oliver,
say.
what
So I feel like I'd struggle with baboons. I would have to say I would deal with the sea lion in the water, assuming because they're not aggressive. I feel like I'd have a chance
What?
for him to just be like,
sea lions
fuck it.
kill everything, man.
Did they grab your?
Well, I've never heard of someone being like, I would
Look
like
it
to
up.
report a stabbing.
I
a
look
sea
it up.
lion
What's
did
the
it.
worst death? Drowning,
Yes,
getting-
yes.
bitten in the neck by a leopard and bleeding out, or
Baboon ripping your face apart.
Do you have
Baboon.
if a leopard
Ripping
bites you?
your
Do you have
face
the potential to turn into a what'd you call it?
A praxis.
Can you turn into a cheetah man
No,
if a
toboggan.
jaguar bites you? A toboggan.
I'm
boxing.
pretty sure
To
that's
boxing.
how you
To
become-
boxing. That sounds like some medicine. Does your wife prescribe Taboxin?
She does.
Probably. Okay. I need 2 shots of Taboxin ASAP.
I had to lie and tell her I got it from a toilet seat. I need some.
That
need some
Taboxin will clear it
Taboxin.
up. It'll clear it up real quick.
I keep leaning into Berto. I'm sorry that I keep doing that.
That's all right, man.
I apologize.
Just for the camera, this
Look,
is what it looks like whenever
That's how
Austin
you
is talking
become
on the
that
mic.
cat lady character.
This
you
is
get
whatever it feels like.
Toxoplasmosis from the
Oh,
cat.
that's no joke, man.
That's
That's
true.
how you become that
Cat scratch
That's
fever,
no
right?
joke.
That's cat scratch fever. I actually, I'm not gonna pull up any names, but I knew a girl in high school who actually got scratched by a cat on her neck and gotten like a massive infection.
That's a
And,
real
like,
thing?
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. Like
Cats
shit.
are gross.
Yeah, they're fucking dirty. I mean, you got to remember they dig their shits in
They're
fucking
evil, dude.
It
They're
makes you
horrible.
lose all your
litter boxes?
ambition. Or your
But you love cats.
You're dry.
A quick side note about cats. My dad, when he was 18, he lived in California and he got toxoplasmosis from a cat.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, toxoplasmosis does not affect humans the same way it does cats. In cats, it goes to their brain and like fucks them up real bad. For humans, it can kind of get localized to a certain
Well, it's
place.
debated on what happens.
Yeah,
It's
so
debated.
it can get localized to a certain place in humans. And what happened to my dad, it got localized into his eye, and
shit.
it ate part of his cornea. So he told me that for his entire adult life, my dad's passed away now, but for his entire adult life, he had a blind spot, just like a
Like a blank
like
screen.
like a black circle in his vision since he was 18 years old from
Wow.
the toxoplasmosis. So yeah, cats are dirty as fuck.
That's crazy.
Get a dog.
Did you know half the population in the world has toxoplasmosis?
Of cats or of people?
Symptoms?
Of
That
cats
don't
or of
surprise me.
people?
Both.
People.
Both.
Oh fuck.
And 23% of the U.S. has it.
So I have a question
if that
for you,
gets to
Zach.
your brain, it'll rot your brain to
Well,
shit.
and they say countries that are the most effective had the best soccer teams, right?
Yeah, Brazil apparently is really high at it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Great soccer.
That's insane.
That is insane. So what kind of diseases do you get from dogs?
Nothing.
No,
Love.
You get love.
Oh,
love. You
fucking-
get love.
The disease of love.
You get
All
love.
right. So what we've learned
Love and
today
affection.
is be a dog guy, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Unless you're Ricky, then you can.
But I mean, dogs and humans have co-evolved. Dogs and cats have not.
Yeah. Fuck cats.
Well, a cat has the same mentality as like a house cat has the exact same mentality as like a lion. So if they could kill you,
They would. They would.
But they can't. So they're smart. And they're like, all right, I can't kill this guy. So
They'll hang out.
feed me,
Yeah.
but
They'll hang
if
out.
that dude dies, I'm gonna eat his face.
yeah, like one of the best representations of like cat relationships or dog relationships is that a cat will say, oh, this person brings me food and feeds me and
I'm in
takes
charge.
me out and cleans my shit. I am a god, right? And the
Yeah.
dog says, this person gives me food, gives me shelter.
He's a god.
He's a god.
Yeah.
So that's like I think the dichotomy between how
Yeah,
dogs
yeah.
and cats. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they are
shady as
shady.
fuck.
They are fucking shady. They land on their feet and
Huh?
Huh?
I'm allergic to cats.
you're allergic to cat. Yet
That's
you
smart.
Yet you play as a Suboxone or whatever medicine you prescribe to us.
Suboxone, I think, is what people used to get off of heroin.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
think Suboxone is something people used to get off of heroin.
Hashtag street cred.
Hashtag street cred.
Shout out to my boys in Ohio. What's up, y'all? Yeah, sorry, Ohio's got a huge heroin problem.
Don't abuse Suboxone.
No, don't abuse anything, man. Like treat it gently. That's right. Be nice to it. It'll be nice to you. Except for your Suboxone. Yeah, I know. We're at 2 hours. We're a little past 2 hours. Everybody's getting a little sleepy now. I think Ricky's excited about picking up his new character or the next beast that we're going to tackle on the next episode. But wrap it up. What does everybody else have to say? Let's keep it short though. We don't need stories.
JustKeepMans.com. Always free shipping.
Every stitch guaranteed.
6-month guarantee. Check it out.
Check out
Tell your friends.
Third Coast for upcoming event.
Absolutely.
In June.
Stat card.
Live. Stack cards.
10th person to comment wins a date with Professor Brandon.
Oh, snap.
Male
Let's
or
do it.
female.
All right. What about Saloon Door? What's going on out there, buddy?
The anniversary.
Anniversary.
April
3-day
26th,
anniversary,
27th,
right?
28th. It's always a weekend party. It's going to be rad.
Come fucking
Come on out.
celebrate. iRullDesigns posting up awesome photos, awesome designs. If you need a photographer for your event to make things look extra pretty, hit up Hosanna Rule at iRullDesigns. With that being said, shout out to our producer Zach for keeping the magic going, and we will see you guys on the next one. Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
I'm gonna urinate all over the fucking place. I'll be right back.
Hey, you better leave it on the podcast.